No! Is it quiet? What do you mean it's quiet? Is it? No fun time game. No fun time, Satan. We're not having fun today. What are you talking about? Yeah, the music. I know. I start with loud music. It seems to confuse everybody. Maybe I should go look into it. Problem is I can't watch it on the VOD to know how loud it is because I don't have the music on my VOD, so I can't tell how loud it is. What is it in? I hit just chatting. Did I not hit go? Man. I did. Whatever. The problem is I blame stream elements. That's the problem. The satanic panic? Yeah, let's go. Yeah. This is the official canceling of the D&D. Because it's clearly evil. Everybody knows after watching it that we're all just the most evil people. Actually, yeah, we can try that tomorrow. Or I can do it right now. If you hit screen record and I turn it up, then we'll know. Yeah, Pokemon 2. Yep. All right, let me turn it up real quick. Samus, let me know when you're ready. Then I'll be able to see, because that way I'll be able to talk. Mushroom, yeah, it's got the 666. Yeah. Obviously. Like, everybody knows that. Like, what? How do you not? Okay, I'm backing up. How far until the drop? Oh, hey, man, I grew up Baptist. I know what it's like to look at something absolutely benign and only see the devil. It's just the way it is. So dumb. Well, I grew up in a fairly nice Baptist church, and everybody was nice. Okay, here we go. Ready? We're gonna simulate the opening. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. How are things? I hope you are well. Welcome back. That's how I start. Do I always do a wind up and pitch for a salute? Yes, I do. Sometimes it's less enthusiastic, sometimes it's more enthusiastic, but it does happen. Anything other than Psalms? Well, this stream is run by what's known as the regulative principle, and and therefore anything I say must be quoted directly from the Bible. It's hard to do when you're playing video games, but you know, we work our best. How was that? Did that work? Uh-oh, I got okay recording. Wait, I'd forgotten to add the sound. But that's the whole thing. That was the whole thing. That was the whole plan. Okay, let me know when you're ready. And we'll start the stream for the third time. For science. For science. But now I know it drops at 1:07, so that's good. Give myself a full minute. Okay, are you ready? We'll go back to 32, 41, 46, 58. Let me know when you're ready. Oh, you're still recording. Here we go. Oh, hold on. Not 407? $130. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Good to see you. Glad you're here. How are things? What's going on this week? Have you had a good week? Is it Monday? Yes, it's Monday. Do we know what we're doing yet? No. First stream of the year. What are we going to do? Yeah. Okay. So let me see how that was. Well, not now, but I'll look at it later. Because I know for me, like the idea is, start big, get some energy going and whatnot. But if it's actually egregious for you guys and the balance is off, like I know I want the music loud, but I don't want it to be like, hey, I can't hear and it's bad and I don't like it. So we're going to if I have to balance that out, I will. I'll figure it out. Thank you for being patient. Thank you for being patient. Okay. Well, today we are going to talk a little bit about Satan and whatnot. I was doing a reading this morning and I'm like, you know what? That's actually pretty important. So I want to kind of share it with you guys. For me anyway, it's like when I make these basic, first timer, have never streamed ever mistakes, like my balances are all off, or my lights are messed up, or I forgot to do my set, or I completely messed up my lighting. Things like that. Hey, Sinner. We're going to chat about, we're going to work our way through.
You are the first person to enter the chat and have been first 7 times.
We're gonna work our way through a few Bible verses, and then we're gonna talk about Satan, and then we're going to flip up a mountain, and then and after that, we don't know. I'm probably gonna play some video game. I'm tossing back between jumping back into Final Fantasy or going on to the Minecraft server, and I'm exactly split down the middle. Because I haven't been on the Minecraft server forever, but I'm really digging the story we're at. But I hit an absolute wall of terrifying and scary, horrible tiny cactuses who completely ruined my day. And I'm not sure I'm emotionally prepared to go back and be destroyed by what looks like a carnival toy that you win for knocking pins over for $1. Yeah, I don't know if I'm emotionally prepared for that. But regardless, so I'll tell you what, how about you guys let me know how your weekend was. Let's talk about did anything happen. Open it up for the AMA. Ask whatever you want about anything, life, the universe, faith, content creation, me, and by all means ask do as you will. And then if nothing happens, we'll jump into the Devo. And we got it's hopefully it's as interesting to you as it was to me when I read it. But we'll see. It's pretty intimidating, actually. It's legit, Ferric. I'm tiny cactosophobia. That's exactly what it is. Those things are I so wildly underestimated them that when I walked in there and I wasn't even looking at my health. I'm just like, these little punks are gonna die, and then womp womp womp, and I'm like, what happened? I died, and then I died again, and then I died again, and then I turned off the game and I went and lied down, cried myself to sleep, because that's how I roll. Okay, if we don't have the AMA, we're gonna jump into the far side. Let's go. Boo. How far can we make it before this thing shuts itself down? Almost there. Oh, it did. It just did. Okay, that's cool. Let's do this then. Stop being difficult. All right, we'll figure this out in a minute. Okay, here we go. I'm going to switch over the music to something a bit more devotional that I stole directly from Pastor Dustin. Literally the same songs that he used to use. He's probably moved on to bigger, better things. But I figure, why break it if it doesn't work? Why fix it? Won't break what's fixed. Don't fix it if it ain't broken. That's what the thing I was going to say. So I've been doing something different with my coffee. And that is I have I've been trying to look for a way that I can make it so it doesn't go blah, blah, blah in my stomach, and sometimes it does. And it's so the milk, like if it sits here for a while and just kind of percolates and you get the scum on the top and stuff like that, and I'm like, maybe I'm curdling my milk and then drinking it. My stomach is like, don't do that. And so I'm trying to find a new way to do that. And so my current solution is for me to try a mix of sweetened condensed milk and evaporated milk, so that there's no like biological whatever. They boil the snot out of it, so that's why it can be in a can. It's not going to go bad. And so I mix those together and I put it in. I got 4 tablespoons of that in there, and it's tasty. It's sweet. It's good. It's a very different kind of style drink, but at the same time, it's also a little. It's not doesn't taste right. You know what I mean? Like it's different, very different than what I'm used to with milk. So I'm trying that, and I don't know if it's working. And it could be that the things that you guys were saying last week, where you guys were like, or a few people were like, it could be the acid in the coffee. Like your stomach is just not liking the acid. Because when I made my own cup, like ground my own beans and made it all together and did it all correctly, it was delicious and I felt zero effects. So it could just be cheap Keurig coffee. It could be the milk that was in there. Could be a bunch of stuff. So I'm doing an experiment to see if I can keep find that happy medium. But there's no way I can show up first thing in the morning and grind. Like if my first cup is going to be me going, no, that needs to come out of the Keurig. I need a machine to do that. Yeah, well, just to see if I can make my tummy feel better, because it's just I don't want to be queasy. And I don't know what the reason was. It could have been the acid, could have been anything. But that's what I'm trying to figure that out. That's it. That's the science. Unlike the U.S. government, they believe if it's not broken, break it. Then create a commission to figure out why it's broken, a new federal agency to fix and oversee it, and then leave that federal agency in place for the rest of eternity that was struck to solve one problem that's already been solved. Yeah, I know. So, churches do that too, though. Like I've been in charge of a lot of churches, and it's the same thing. If you start anything, ministry, song, program, anything, immediately, it's like there, and that's it forever. And if you try to stop it, it's like walking over to somebody's grandma and going, you know what? I don't want you to come here anymore. That's how they feel. If you're like, the thing that we started that 10 years ago, it's not working anymore. We're going to shut it down, figure out something else. They don't take it as that. Let's try something else. They take it as, oh, you hate my grandmother. Oh, you hate me. It's like, no, it's just that nobody showed up, like we're putting money into something nobody comes to. So why? So yeah, it's government and church have that similarity there for sure. Taking antacid after what it is sometimes I have to do because my family gets very bad acid reflux. See, I don't want acid reflux. I've had before, like when I was going through some pretty serious yucky stuff. I actually I went in and got scoped because my stomach was wrecked and I had acid reflux and it was crazy. I thought I'd ruined myself because of stress. And the truth is, it was just like, it was stress. It wasn't anything I was eating. It wasn't, it was just, man, that was sucky. So I have a decent stomach. Of course, you get older, things change, and suddenly your body's like, no, you know what? If you eat cheese, you're going to have to go to the bathroom for forever, or you're never going to go to the bathroom ever again. So just your body just changes. And mine might be I need to rejigglify my settings for what coffee I can do. Zaki's my grandmother. Yeah. That's now you know. What if you prep the coffee the night before? What if you put coffee the night before and put it on a timer in the AM? I do that, but I think the highest level of acidity and the highest level of caffeine is from drip coffee, right? Like if drip through a filter with a timer. I have one. I remember shopping for that thing. I shopped everywhere for it. We had the very specific things we wanted. We wanted a timer. We wanted it to be able to have multiple temperatures for the carafe. We wanted the carafe to hold 14 cups, not 12. We wanted it to be, there was another thing that we wanted. And like we shot, there was none anywhere. Like we're not compromising. We will use our old busted, gross, dumb one, and or just do it the old-fashioned way until we get this right thing. Then I walked into Costco somewhere. Nobody was around. Like I didn't have my family. I was just in there, kill time, and there it was, just glistening on the shelf. And I'm like, I can't believe I found it. So I bought this thing. It's a great coffee maker. Does all the stuff I want, but it is the most. Well, that's what I did, Kit. Well, not plant-based alternative. I switched it up for sweetened condensed milk and evaporated milk because those two things don't have the biological things that make it go funky, which is why they can be on a shelf in a can. So that's the experiment this time. I don't want to switch out to coconut milk or to almond milk or to soy milk or to whatever else, because I don't want it to because then it's a different drink. Then your coffee tastes like coconut milk. Then your coffee tastes like almonds. Like it's not the same thing. Yes, very Vietnamese. I know. I didn't know that was a thing. I thought I was being clever, and then everyone I've said that to was like, "Oh, Vietnamese." Like, "Oh, okay. An entire culture does this. Okay, fine." Was the holy light shining down upon you? Did angels sing as you laid eyes upon it? There was glowing. Glowing did happen. Yes. What if you cold brewed it the night before and poured a cup and put it in the microwave? I've heard that cold brewing is less acidic. That actually would be part of another experiment I would do for sure. Regardless, tell you what, I'm gonna pray real fast, and then we're gonna talk about. We're gonna go through some scriptures, just kind of about Satan, and then we're gonna talk about. I'm officially old. Are you? There you go. Hello. And then we'll talk. Feel free to interrupt. It's not recorded. We're not doing this for YouTube or anything. Just a quick devo and chat. Until then, we'll let me pray. God, thanks for the day. Thanks for stream. Thanks for the blessing of the community that's here. I pray that you draw people who need a community, who are lonely, who are lost, who need help, who need advice, who need people to love them, who are looking for inspiration, protection, looking for a community to love them, whether they be creators or be people at home, mental health issues, physical health issues. We're here to serve. And we know how hard it is to get discovered and how hard it is to be found in whatever algorithm. And we know that you can work miracles. So prepare us, help us to be a great community, which I know you've already done. And I pray that you'd bring people that need to be here. Pray that as we open up your word, that you would help us be mindful and see you in it. Amen. My wife had been old. Yeah, I know. When people my exact age are talk start. Okay, fine. Boop. Okay, so in case you don't know what just happened, that was Samus's incredibly subtle way of saying, hey, you know how you set up all those buttons on your stream deck so that you can hit the button and then it'll tell the person who has to actually go find the beginning of the talk where it is? Do that. Because I forget and have forgotten for 2 straight years. No word of a lie. I think I've probably done it 5 times. I was laying on the floor and went to go into crawling position to get my blanket off the couch. For whatever reason, that motion of changing from laying to kind of up made it feel like my bone in my upper right leg went off the knee. Oh no, nothing visibly swollen, not in massive pain. Feel it from yesterday. So, when you are getting older, and I know this is a situation I'm in right now. The more you get old, if you don't use it, you lose it, right? Whatever it is, whether it be your muscles, your knees, your brain, your hands, things like that. The more that you use the thing, whether it be squats or whether it be walking or whether it be doing things dexterously with your hands or doing things like wearing your watch upside down or doing crossword puzzles to keep your brain active, that keeps you going. But as you get older, because you're more tired, you're more settled in your ways, you're more et cetera, whatever, you tend to start removing things from your life that you don't do. Like, well, I'm not going to go skiing ever again. I'm not going to go. So why do I need to or I don't like that food. I'm never going to eat it again. And what you find out is that the variety of life, the spice of life, is the thing that keeps the rest of your body kind of going and allows you to be able to continue to do other things. Because when you finally do call upon it, like, I need to pick something up or I need to move in a weird way, you find out that the stabilizing muscles on your knees or your hands aren't as strong anymore because you didn't use it. Definitely, collagen. Yeah, I've never taken collagen. I've heard good things. Hey, Chaplain Clay, good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Long time no see. How you been? How you been? Now, I was gonna finish that sentence with another word. I apparently am not talking good today. How have you been, Clay? How are things? How's the house search? How's the ministry stuff? Did you see what Tim's has brought back to the roll up? They brought back the roll up the rim. That's cool. I mean, I never really play, like on purpose because I don't win, and I I just don't win. Like, I've sat there in coffee meetings, and like when I was a pastor, right? And every meeting is Tim Hortons or coffee or something. And then you go and I sit there and I watch it as other people roll up the rim and win and tear it off and go get their donut or save it or whatever. And I just don't get any. So I have no incentive to go. I don't have that. Like, oh, I got a scratch card and all of a sudden I'm a winner and I'm going to go do it again. I never, just don't do it. We talked about getting older, pulled a muscle on my side, no idea how, but now I had to brace myself to go off. So I totally know what that means. Sneezing in a no-go, lifted something wrong, slept funny, yeah, got out of bed wrong, picked something up the wrong way. I remember picking up a pencil, and this is true if you're a young man too, though. Like if you're bent the wrong way and you pick it up and you whatever, and you can completely mess yourself up. And I remember doing that. I'm like, I picked up something off the floor, and now I've been injured for a month. My friends are trying to sell me a tool for rolling. Oh, it's so dumb. There were 3D printable ones, and I'm like, it's not that hard. Not that hard. I've been busy looking for a house. Ministry has progressed. I'm at tail end of getting licensed. Hey, far out, man. I'm glad. That's been a long time coming. Golly. Really dragging their feet, or they're being really diligent. One of the two. I'm not sure which. Sam says a gambling addiction. One time I won a scratch card was when I'm in elementary school, got $2. I got 2 more tickets and lost both. Yeah, that's it. Oh, you know what? What you should have done is went back and given them $5, because statistically that means you would have got your money back. Obviously, I have a system. I didn't realize Tim stopped roll up the rim. I didn't mean it. 30 years and only one coffee. That might be worse than me. I think I may have gotten a donut or 2 over I'm not sure if my parents put scratch tickets in my stocking. We used to do that. That used to actually be a tradition. Back in the day, it was just a thing. It was like one more thing to put in the stocking just for fun. At that point it was an activity. Here's something fun to do. Not here's something that you can gamble, right? Dragging your feet on some stuff. If you're feeling better and you're more motivated now, then even that makes me happy, because I know what it's like to have all these potential good things in front of you and not being able to rally your own brain to do it, and it sucks. Boy, I've had some good experiences lately. Golly, you guys. I've had some really cool things happen, really cool opportunities. Like, for example, I've been invited that I'm going to go speak on the main stage at Reach, which is pretty fun. That's pretty fun. So that's cool. I will be, that's fun. I'm like, I was going to tell you more details, and I'm like, I'm not know if I'm allowed to tell you more details. So I'm going to hold off on telling you more details. And, but yeah, that was really exciting. That was really, really cool. What else? Oh yeah, last week I finished a document to be sent to Thailand, to a group of pastors in Thailand. I sat and worked on it for hours and hours and hours, and was writing stuff and assembling stuff and trying to make it look as good as I possibly could. and whatnot, and sent it off to the committee so that they can get their approval, so they can go print it and bring it to pastors in Thailand. That's pretty fun, right? That's pretty fun. I thought that I felt really cool that I could do that. So I've had a lot of really neat things happen. I recently sent an email to a company called Alexandria Customs. So Alexandria Customs, which is it's about an hour away in a town called Alexandria. And it's a guy who builds custom PCs. And I'm like, you know what? I think I'm in the market for another PC. This thing is Windows 10. Apparently it's going to be losing all of its functionality. It barely keeps up with being able to do the D&D stream. Like it's the things I'm asking of it are now officially more than it's capable of. It was getting a little chunky last time we played. So I'm thinking about being in the market for potentially buying a new PC. So I threw it out to them and I'm like, hey, what if we figured out a way that I could come and tour your factory and whatever. And my idea is that I'm gonna reset change my thing, my set, and I'm gonna put the computer visible. So it's like you see it all the time, which means I'll probably have to shoot from a quarter angle. So you'd be looking at me like this, right? As I'm talking, I'd be sitting like this instead of like this. The shoulder action would be different. Because then you'd be able to look over my shoulder and see the PC. And that's the idea, is that if I can have it, work out a deal, so it'll be on there. And then anybody who's like, man, that's a cool PC, cool custom build, I'd be able to go, you like that? And then they'd be able to talk to the company. But they haven't got back to me yet. Hoping to go to Reach? Yeah, I've been invited to speak. And so therefore, I'm making myself go. I will be going. It'll take hell or high water to keep me from going. And so I'm going to come soon. I'm going to have to start raising funds. And there was Papa T had a really good idea. Can't remember what it was. But it was, what was it? I was on his stream and we were talking about something and I said, was it someone else? I can't remember. But I basically said, I'm gonna, I gotta raise money for the plane ticket to be able to get down there so I can, whatever. And they said, you should use this as an incentive. And when you get to the end, you do this. I wish I could remember. Yes, actually, the ukulele makes a good point. A lot of the taco team is going down. Can I say the taco stuff? I want to get thumbs up from ukulele. Not to say that we're doing it, but to say that what we're thinking about, right? Kind of what the ideas are in the background that, or should I keep that under my hat for now? A lot of taco cool things. I just want to make sure that. Oh yeah, I'm going to go scrub. I'm pretty sure it was during his 24 hours or was this marathon stream. I ain't going to go scrub a 95-hour stream to see if I can remember. We will, well, okay, suffice to say, so Taco is going to be down there. We now have a table confirmed, thumbs up. We're going to be down there. We're going to have, who is coming? I know I am, Yuke is, Samus is, and El Nino Blanco is, and who else is going to be down there? Is Quiz coming? I think Donnie's trying. Right, he's trying to find somewhere to stay and whatever. He's got to figure that out. Donnie's hoping to. Quiz is planning to. So everybody's going down there, and including me. Finally, this time, I like to be part of a thing. Yay! And that's exciting. I was talking to Romans, who's the leader, the organizer of the whole shooting match, just kind of about Taco's role and my role, et cetera, et cetera. And he was saying, what if Taco got its own room instead of just having a table? What if Taco got its own room? And then when Taco could use this room for an event, like a sub-event during the event. And I'm like, that is super cool. Because you know how we've been talking about TacoCon, mini TacoCon kind of thing. And I didn't bring it up. He did. I'd mentioned to him, I said, you know what? Yeah, your conference is really like what I think somebody said to me, you're doing this year what Taco would be doing if we had money. Right? And he's like, oh, that's because I told him our vision is TacoCon and we wanted to do that for a while and bless small streamers and bring small streamers in to make them feel special and to, give them a table to introduce them to their community and whatnot. That'd be really awesome, right? He's trying, right? Yeah, exactly. He didn't seem like he was holding in a tight fist. He had a vision, we're doing the vision, but he was super generous. Yeah. But it's not a no, right, Jones? Yeah. So yeah, it's so we have, apparently, I don't know if it's 100% confirmed, but it's close enough to confirmed, because usually what Roman says is going to happen because it's his event. We have a room now. It's big. And so we're talking about, what do we do with this room? And my pitch to the team, and what I basically said was, we need to find a way to bless the creators that are there and make Reach a better experience. That's the mission. It's not about promoting taco. It's not about trying to get there and leverage our blah, blah, blah. It's about, okay, we've been given this opportunity. It's going to have all the creators, or a lot of the creators that we love, and a lot of the community that we love, that we want to serve, that we've been working hard to serve for years there. What can we do in this room that we got to bless them? So it's not confirmed. Like, I threw out an idea. First idea was like, let's do TacoCon, right? So when you're there doing a break, we have a little talk. When they're doing lunch, we have a thing that people can come to. When they're afterwards, we have like an event. We do worship in the morning. I don't know, stuff like that. Do TacoCon. But then I'm like thinking it through, and I'm like, what if instead of making it about us, TacoCon, what if instead we just set up the area to serve creators, right? To just serve the creators that are there. Give them places that they can sneak away and do a quick stream. Give them backdrops to take pictures with, give them some food, bring some Rogue Energy, some coffee, I'm sure I could get them sponsored. I'm sure I could. I'm almost, I don't want to say for sure, but I'm sure I could get Rogue and Dragon's Roast to send some stuff for the sake of the content creators that are there. Because it makes absolute sense, because that's your target audience, right? And so therefore they, to get that there and to give them some snacks and, things like that. Maybe even a little fun event to do. But somebody kind of pointed out that doing that, the people that are there, I think it was Samus said that when the content creators are there, they're thinking they want to be present, right? With what's going on. They may not want to be content creating at that time, right? They may just be pulling back and kind of going, this is for me to hang out. This is for me to recharge. This is for me to have fun with the people I care about, not for me to try to use for content, which is, that's my biggest thing, is I keep screwing that up and thinking everything's for content. And it's like I said, where we have this place and we're kind of thinking through some ideas. So if y'all have any ideas for us, we'd love to hear them, because whatever we come up with is it's designed to serve content creators and to show love to the people that Reach. So it's not about how good it is for Taco. It's about how good it is for others, right? Okay, so that I don't know why I just that's what's going on. That's what's happening. So let's jump into the Devo, have a little chat. What I want to do to start here is just kind of read through the verses. So if you want to know what I'm doing, where are we here? This is the plan, right? So. When you do the morning plan, this is how many scriptures there are for this plan. It's a 366 day Bible reading plan, and it's apparently topical. The first one was just read one psalm. I thought it was through the Bible. Apparently, it's going to be a whack of topics, which is great. I look forward to that too. But whoops, there. So when I read this morning, it kind of impacted me pretty intensely about how serious the Bible, especially Jesus, especially the New Testament, takes takes Satan. So let's just kind of start with that and go, it's amazing how we trivialize Satan, right? If you look at in culture, if you look in it's he's usually pretty benign. He's a trickster. He's evil, but he's really not not as bad. He's usually just kind of twisted mustache kind of thing. If you go to anime culture, he's usually the hero, right? Like the demons are the hero. They're always trying to they always have that opposite, right? The trying to the angels are bad and the demons are good. But regardless, it's still sort of trivialized that, you know, that hell is a place that people can go. You look at Has-Been Hotel, right? Hell's a place where you can go and, you know, it's kind of crappy, but, you know, you can get yourself out. You know, the devil is there, and he's got a good reason to be there, or he's got good reasoning, or when he does something, he's trying to teach you a lesson. Like, it's the sort of the cultural understanding of Satan. The cultural understanding of Satan is very much a kind of a cute bad guy. You know what I mean? Like, he's not evil. He's not bad. Right? It's not something that he's not someone you to be afraid of. So I wanted to read through some of this, and well, it was part of the culture. I didn't watch it, but I my daughters and my kids all did, and Pastor Nate went through it, and so, you know, I don't know much, but I know a little. So they misunderstood Lucifer. Yeah, legit. Okay, so Isaiah 59:19. So they shall fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun, for he will come like a rushing stream, which the wind of the Lord drives. Matthew 4:10-11. Then Jesus said to him, Begone, Satan, for it's written, you shall worship the Lord your God, and him only shall you serve. Then the devil left him, and behold, angels came and were ministering to him. So this verse here, right? This verse here is during Jesus' temptation in the wilderness. Jesus quoting scripture at him and also saying, get lost, right? Because he just spent 40 days getting absolutely hammered by the enemy. And at the end, he's like, you lose, get lost. Yeah, no, by all means. I'm happy to get interrupted. Can I ask you a question? If it's okay, ask another time. It's, have you come across any discrepancies in scripture that you see as contradictions? Do you hold the view of biblical inerrancy? It's a big topic, so I don't feel obliged to the theme dealing with Satan and stream. It's easy. That's an easy for me to way for me to answer, and that is there's no discrepancies. There are important differences, right? That's what my old Bible professor used to say. There's no like it doesn't argue with itself. It's not contradicting itself. There are some important differences though. Like, for example, the greatest examples are usually the Gospels. People look at the Gospels and they're like, here's the event, you know, whatever the event is. Matthew says it this way, and Luke says it this way, and John says it this way. Clearly, they're arguing with each other. Clearly, it doesn't make any sense. And yet, when you dig down and you study, you know, the reason it's just three different perspectives on the same event, right? There you go. Yeah. It's three different perspectives on the same event. Right, when one of the miracles of the Bible, and one of the things that is amazing about that book specifically, is that it's written over a period of like 1,500 years by 40 different authors, and in three or four different languages, and also from multiple cultures. Written by people who were elites, people who were religious, people who were political, people who were tradesmen, people who were, you know, like super educated, people who weren't educated at all. Like, just like the broadest scope of humanity across a huge period of time, and it all holds together, right? It all holds together. Like, you can start and page 1 and go to the last page, and when you study it, and that's why in Bible teachers and whatnot, we're always like, just go check it out. Just go check it out. Bring all of your questions, because there's good answers. And if you're like, well, I think this is contradictory, someone has come up with has accused of that before, probably multiple times over the last 2,000 or so years, and we have a good reason why it's there, and we've studied it, right? Because it's really important to us. The Bible says later, Paul says, if Jesus didn't rise from the dead, like if it's all a lie, then Christians above all should be pitied, because when you're a believer, you stake everything on Jesus to the place where you make your life worse, You give away more stuff. You forgive people who hurt you. You put yourself into dangerous situations. You sacrifice. You choose to follow in a direction that leads you to no profit and sometimes ultimately to death. You make enemies of your family. You make enemies of your friends. You make enemies of your community. People stand up and they just hate your guts because you're a Jesus person. And if it's all a lie, that would suck something hard. They'd be really, really bad. And so therefore we have, it's not like we have this incentive to be like, I need to la my ears because I don't want to know if there's any contradictions, because if it all falls apart, then my, that would suck. I need to be right. But it's like, I'm glad it's correct. Feel free to, try your best to tell it, feel free to try your best to figure out a problem, because if it is wrong, the way that everyone else lives their life would be a lot easier on us. Right. That kind of thing. And so we study it, and I do believe it's inerrant. Now, the way that inerrancy works is basically in its original autographs. So, when it was originally written down by the prophet, whoever wrote it down, they were perfectly accurate. Every word was inspired, every letter was inspired, everything was, God breathing, God speaking through a person. It came out in his style, and that's why you have different styles throughout the scripture. Some are very poetic, and some are very scholastic, and some are very passionate, and some are very, it's different, sounds different, but it's through their personality, but it's also carried by them. The Holy Spirit inspired every word. So then the immediate question after that is, well, if it was the originals that were inspired, then hasn't it been corrupted since? Right? Hasn't it been corrupted since? And if it was what if it was mistranslated? What if it was wrong? What if people inserted things that shouldn't be there? What if they got a word wrong at one point, and then they just kind of carried it through, and it's completely altered everything we know about God? That's immediately the next thing, right? Well, the issue is with that is how that the Bible is the single most well held together ancient book ever by a long shot, right? There's something like 8 copies or something of Homer's Odyssey, right? There's like 60,000 copies of the New Testament, right? And so it's not that they take, like, the way that people usually think is that, someone writes down a book of the Bible and originally, and then someone copies it, and then someone copies that one, and then someone copies that one, and then someone copies that one, and then by the time you play telephone a bunch of times, it's going to be a mess over here, right? That's true. If that's how that worked, that would be how that would go. Is that by the 10th iteration, you'd have like a different book. Humans are terrible at this. We don't even agree on history that happened 50 years ago. We don't even agree on stories about people that happened 100 years ago, right? We just don't. And so therefore, if it was carried over 1,000 years, it would all fall apart. But that's not how it worked. What it would do is they would take one book, and they'd write a book, and they'd write 100 copies of it, right? And then they take the 100 copies, we see the 100 copies or the however many, and we kind of go, okay, what are similar, and what's the issue? So if in 99 copies it has this word, but in one copy it has this word, you go, well, that guy copied it down wrong, because obviously the other 99 are the correct one, since that's what everybody said, and this guy screwed it up. And so as you carry through, that's how it worked. They didn't have just one copy sitting around. They had dozens, hundreds, even thousands at times that had been circulated around and recopied and recopied and recopied and recopied, so that they could be accurate, right? They could compare. It was because it was important. It's not like there was only one. And then later, when it was all written down into like the official New Testament, the original, official Bible, they had a vote, a really big, brought a bunch of pastors, bunch of elders, bunch of people, religious, really expert people, all together. And the idea was, okay, listen, there's a whole bunch of like false gospels out there. There's a whole bunch of people writing some pretty wackadoo stuff, and they're just kind of writing Paul on the top of it, and then people are getting real screwed up. We need to find the canon of scripture. We need to find the final copy of what everything was. And this was like in 350, I think. 350 or 380. And so it was real close. It doesn't sound very close, but remember, our society is moving at light speed compared to how society moved back then, right? Like they don't build them like they used to, including societies. So therefore, like, it was pretty close. You were able to kind of go back and talk a couple generations away from the guy that knew Paul. And so it's they sat down and like, okay, what are the official ones, and what are the qualifications for the official ones? Like things like has to be inspired, has to agree with the rest of the Bible, has to be confirmed that it was actually from the original autograph, has to have the authority of God within it, And so all these guys sat down and voted about which it is, and they kicked out the ones that were wrong or that were false. And there are lots. That's why you always hear on the news, like the Gospel of Thomas was just found, and it said Jesus was married and he lived in France with a lady named Marie. It's all wrong. And like, well, yeah, that they found that because it wasn't allowed in, because it was wrong, because someone wrote that to mess with people. And it's sort of naive to think that there wouldn't be people out there that wouldn't want to screw with scripture, that wouldn't want to say lies in Paul's name. Like they even have that in scripture, right? I'm pretty sure Paul said you're supposed to get circumcised. I don't know. He's not around, and they're like, we should probably ask Paul, because it was just misrepresenting for the sake of power. So yeah, it was very well held together. And one of the cool things is Qumran, which is the Dead Sea Scrolls in Qumran. They went, some dude was walking through the forest, or walking through the desert, and he's throwing rocks, and all of a sudden he hears ka-chink, and he's like, what was that noise? And so he goes and looks, and he sees a jar down there, and he's like, whoa, cool, scroll. Picks it up, brings it to his mom, and like, hey, that's kind of cool. Look at that. And there she's like, oh, that is cool. Puts it on a shelf. And then they find out later that it's from the Qumran scrolls. It's like this huge library of protected books that I don't know how many there were, hundreds or 1,000, like 6,000, like a lot. It was a collected library of scrolls that were meant to be held by the Qumran, or by the Essene community, which was a really hardcore group of Jews, like hardcore. Like how hardcore? Well, if you joined them, you couldn't talk for a year. That's how hardcore. Sit down, shut up, and listen for a year, and otherwise you can't be part of us. Hardcore. So they went and found all these scrolls. One of them was the Isaiah scroll, and they rolled that sucker out, and it was 99.999% the same as the translation that we have now. And it was from, I want to say 600 AD. Let me just, how old is Isaiah scroll? 100. Okay, 100 BC. Okay, good. Yeah, it was before Christ. So it's a really old thing. And the fact that we discovered it in, I think, the 50s, like in the 1900s, that there was, you kind of go, it's dead on, means that it's been carried for a long time, right? Carried and taken care of and held in authority and held with respect for a long time. Did that answer your question, Star Blue? Hello, Supersonic. Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. If not, then that's cool. If you left and had to go to the bathroom, that's cool too. Okay. Let's go back to what we were talking about then. So Matthew 4, right? Talking about Satan, the enemy, being sorry. All right. I have a book of what they call the Gnostic Gospels, like Thomas and the others. Some of it has no context. Well, that's it, right? It's like, these are old books. Let's put them all together into kind of go, okay, but that doesn't make them scripture. It's like a collection of old books that people have been, and the word Gnostic, the Gnosticism is, it's a heresy. It's a group of people that literally Paul was fighting. Like, these guys were bad guys. Keep going. Romans 8:33, right? Who shall bring any charge against God's elect? It is God who justifies. For 2 Corinthians, so that we would be not outwitted by Satan, for we are not ignorant of his designs. In other words, Satan has designs. Ephesians 5, take no part in the unfruitful works of darkness, but instead expose them. Finally, be strong in the Lord, Ephesians 6, and in the strength of his might, put on the whole armor of God that you may be able to stand against the schemes of the devil. James 4:7, submit yourself to God, therefore resist the devil, and he'll flee from you. 1 Peter 5, be sober-minded, be watchful. Your adversary, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion, seeking someone to devour. Resist him, firm in your faith, knowing that the same kinds of suffering you are experienced by your brotherhood throughout the world. 1 John 5:4, for everyone who has been born of God overcomes the world, and this is the victory that has overcome the world, our faith. The reason that I wanted to show and kind of talk about this, and the reason it kind of impacted me, they're just kind of seeing all these scriptures pile up about, the enemy has schemes. There is an enemy. He is Satan. He is spiritual, and he does have schemes to screw with you. He hates your guts and he wants to shut you down. And over and over and over, and that's one of the craziest things, man, is you just kind of see, like Jesus walked the earth and all of a sudden, boom, Satan's in his face and trying to destroy his ministry and making it miserable for him. And it was more miserable for him than it was for any other human, because he did it. He walked it perfectly. We compromise, it's like we compromise, which kind of makes it, easier on us. It sucks later, but he did it perfectly. But all the way along, you're just consistently being told, you're welcome. Be careful, because Satan's going to be attacking your faith. He's going to say that you aren't a Christian. He's going to say that God doesn't love you anymore. He's going to say that you don't have a gift, that you aren't worthy. He's going to bring a charge against you, right? But he can't. He's the accuser. He's not your advocate. He's going to try to outwit you, but God has given you wisdom beyond that, because you know that he's messing with you. You have good elders, you have scripture, you have people that love you, you have the Holy Spirit inside of you leading you, and if you listen, you don't have to be outwitted, but he's trying to. He's tricky, right? Unfruitful works of darkness, instead expose them, right? There's things happening in the dark. There are things that are happening behind the scenes, stuff that's going on that is really horrible, and it's constant. So therefore, we as Christians, we don't live in the world of darkness. We don't live in that hidden area. We live in the light. It's one of the ways that you can know, a little sidebar, it's one of the ways that you can know that things are going sideways with you is when you can't tell people stuff, right? If you find yourself wanting to hide what you're doing, wanting to not tell anybody that you did it, wanting to not share what you were part of, wanting not to share your experience or your relationship or what you did with your money or what you did with or what you said, like if you're there, you're in the dark and you want to keep that stuff in the dark, it's a real good sign that you're wrong, that there's an issue there, that you've lied to yourself, or you've told yourself that it's okay, you've compromised. And the more that you find yourself pulling yourself into the dark, pulling away from believers, pulling away from the word, pulling away from God, pulling away from the light, because you have all these unfruitful works of darkness happening, the more in danger you are, right? And which is why Christians are told to go and expose that, shine some light on that. Kick in the door and be like, look, bad stuff, stop it. We do that. The Galatians 6:1, I think, and it's, it says, you who are spiritual, go to the ones who are fallen off the wagon, and this is XtianNinja translation, go to the ones who are falling off the wagon and help them out, right? Go there and just like walk into their life and be like, you need help. It said be careful, because that it's really dangerous there, and then you might get sucked into the dark too, because it's a dangerous work. So make sure you go and you're prayed up and you're mature enough and you can do that. But your job is to kick in the door. Go find that darkness and expose it to the light. And that's one of the reasons that we have Christians in government and Christians in corporations and Christians all over the world, not because we're kind of infiltrating that to be weird or to get their money or to get power or whatever. It's to expose darkness to light, which is why we're hated so much by the people who are compromising. They hate our guts. Like, well, why don't we just not compromise our integrity? And then everybody's mad. Why are you mad? All I said was, why don't we do it honestly And now everybody's really upset. It's because they want to do the work in the dark. And you're trying to kick in the light. For you, you're like, I feel weird about that. I don't like the shadiness. If you're a Christian, you feel that, right? I'm sure you felt that. I don't like the shadiness. I don't want to feel like that anymore. I don't like it. I used to feel shady, and I don't want to feel shady anymore. So therefore, I'm just going to do the right thing, even when it sucks. And then when you do that, and other people get sucked into it, they get mad, right? But that's part of the world, and you have this enemy that's continuously trying to pull you into the dark and convince you to do the dark thing, and tell you that God's not looking, God's not watching, or now that God hates your guts, you can go do this thing. Ephesians 6, finally be strong in the Lord in the strength of his might, put on the whole armor of God, right? The implication is that you're at war, right? The devil is scheming, and you need to be ready for it. You when you wake up in the morning and you step out, there is really an enemy that wants to shut you down and destroy your ability to worship God, to be able to talk about Jesus, to be able to obey and enjoy him. Like, you really do have an enemy. Now, that said, hello, Jim. That said, I believe strongly that one of the things that the enemy does is try to get you to spin yourself out, right? God has unlimited resources. The enemy does not. He has limited resources. So therefore, he has to be more efficient with what he does. So the most efficient thing to do is to get you all spun out, get you addicted to this, get you afraid of that, get you to go hide because of this, get you to distrust people, get you to believe that all other Christians are horrible and pastors are against you and whatnot, and to get you to that place and then let you go work on someone else, because you will just take care of yourself. He doesn't have to tempt you anymore. He doesn't have to work with you anymore, because you'll do it yourself. You'll just sit there in the dark, and you'll sit there distrusting, and you'll sit there not reading the Bible. You'll sit there not believing God is on your side, and you'll sit there and think you know everything and you're super smart and you're the only one who knows God, and you're going to let that person alone. They're going to take care of themselves, right? Which is not where you want to be. Which is why you're part of this. Why putting on the armor of God is so important, and the armor of God being, like the truth and righteousness and let me see if I remember them all: truth, righteousness, salvation, sword of the Spirit, pants of awesomeness. I can't remember. Let's go. We do not wrestle against the flesh, but against bloods, but against rulers, against authorities, against cosmic powers over this present darkness, against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly places. This here is a reminder of why Christians can love, even though there are people that are in front of us making our life miserable. This is why. Why don't you hate that guy? I've been asked so many times, because I've been treated really crappy by some people. Like, do you hate them? I'm like, well, I don't hate them. I hate what they did, and I'm really unhappy, and I don't want to be in the same room as them, But I also know that they have believed lies, right? I think of the words of Jesus on the cross, where he's just looking out at these people who are mocking and spitting and slandering and being just the worst, and he says, "Forgive them; they don't know what they're doing." Morning, Duck. They don't know what they're doing. And that thought, right? That idea that the enemy is so completely convinced them, the enemy has so completely got them, has so completely darkened their heart that they are unable to look into the face of Jesus, unable to look at his works, unable to look at his life, unable to look at and not walk away going, hey, that guy's God. It means that they're completely messed up. Like Jesus himself standing in front of you. Thank you, everybody. That's so funny. You guys all win this art drill. Give yourself a pat on the back. I'll get you a sticker. That's so funny. But it's true. Like so how can you love somebody? That's right. I know, right? How can you love somebody who hates your guts? How can you love the person that abused you? How can you love the person that broke your heart? How can you love the person that stole from you? How can you love the person that lied against you, that gossiped about you, slandered you, got kicked out of your job, et cetera, et cetera? How can you possibly love that person. The only way to do it is to see not them as the enemy, but the enemy that has convinced them, right? The enemy that has convinced them. It's not them. It's the one who lied to them, right? So you got a sea of people that believe a lie, and they're acting within the lie to what they believe is best. It's not just, there's a term called agape love, right? The love of choice. It's the love of God is agape love, the love of choice, where you go, regardless of my feelings, regardless of their activity, regardless of where things are going, regardless of what they've done, I choose to love them anyway, right? That's God's love for us. Because if it was based on emotion, based on how he feels, based on how, like whether or not we behave or whether or not we react properly, we'd be toast, utterly toast. We'd be completely damned and no way back. But he chooses to love us anyway. And so he asks us in the way of saying, love your enemies, do good to those who persecute you. He's saying, choose to do that, right? You're not going to feel it, not going to, at least not at first, but choose to love them anyway. Choose to do good to them. Choose to, and in that way you'll be heaping, heaping salt on their head. I can't remember that quote, but anyways, like then you're going to make them feel miserable because you're reacting in love, and people who are miserable hate that. Ashes. I think it's ashes on their head. But the idea is the reason that we can do that is because we know that it is hot coals. I don't think it's hot coals. It is hot coals. All right, I believe you. Yeah, you're okay. You're right. Yeah. But the idea is you're going to make them look bad, feel bad, horrible, because you're reacting in love. Jesus doesn't say that part. That comes later. That comes later. But it's true. Therefore, take up the whole armor of God, that you may be able to withstand the evil day, and having done all, stand firm. Stand therefore, having fastened the belt of truth. I don't want to do a whole sermon on this, but we totally could. I love this passage. I think everybody else does too. Clearly, a bunch of you do. But it's so critical, like especially when you're thinking about the enemy, right? So if you look at the actual armor, let's see if I can. Boop, boop, boop. The belt of truth, right? The belt of truth, which is implying, and everybody, I don't need to re-preach it, but it's the thing that holds everything together. It's your pants. You hold your pants up, keeps everything together as truth, implying that the enemy works in the realm of lies, and he is the liar, the deceiver. He's that's his natural language is the one that he speaks first is lies. So therefore, you need to know the truth, even when the truth sucks. We were talking, last night about just sort of life and whatnot, and just how sometimes it just sucks, but you have to do the right thing anyway. Sometimes everything just really, really, really is the worst, and you have to go, I choose to believe God's going to do something with this. I choose to believe that God can work this out for good. I choose they hold up the pants of awesomeness. Exactly. I choose to believe God's doing this because that's the truth, and I'm not going to get sucked into the lie of thinking that because it sucks for me, there's nothing good in it. Hey, Scooby, good to see you. The breastplate, that's a fun word to say. Breastplate of righteousness. In other words, when you're in that fight with the enemy, the way that you keep yourself from getting overcome, to keep your heart protected, your vitals, is through living a good life, living a righteous life, doing good things even when it's hard. Because as you've seen it played out. How many times have you seen it played out where you've got somebody who is being shady, they get caught and their life falls apart, right? And for a while they were like, you're like, how can they get away with that? Like they're not doing their work when they're supposed to. They're taking what they shouldn't take. They're not doing their taxes correctly. They're lying about their hours. Like, how are they getting away with this? And it's working out for them. Then they get caught, then they get seen, and then they get wrecked. To not have the enemy convince you of these things so that you end up going down the wrong path is you just sit there and go, no, that's not the right thing to do. I'm not going to do the thing that's wrong because I'm going to do the right. Because he's going to start with little compromises. right? Just little ones. It's fine, not a big deal, doesn't hurt anybody. And that is basically like removing some of your armor to leave patches, leave holes, leave chinks that they can actually get through to do more damage, right? If the breastplate of righteousness, the good deeds you do protect you. That's one of the reasons we say, just do good, right? Do good. And it's not because we believe that we're impressing God, right? Little things like, yeah, there you go. Like stealing. Like, yeah, exactly. We're not trying to impress God. We're not trying to be holier than thou. We're not trying to tell everybody how much greater we are than them. There's nothing to do with that. It's because we believe that when you're living a righteous life or a good life or a holy life or and just doing the right thing, that it's just better. Everything is better because of it. Yes, it's harder sometimes. It's miserable sometimes. It just makes people mad sometimes. But in the end, and as you're going, I can go to sleep. I remember there were times where people were just the worst, and I could go home knowing I didn't do anything wrong, and I would go to sleep. They would suck, and I would get a little, get them worked up and whatever. But when I woke up, I never thought, oh man, I really wish I wouldn't have said that. I really wish I'd been different and, whatever, what I shouldn't have said that, or shouldn't have done that to that person, because I didn't do anything. It was false accusations. And so therefore I could sleep. And when I woke up, I could be happy with my family and I could continue on in my job because I didn't have gnawing guilt. Whereas the people who were like accusing and the people that were being crappy and miserable, they kept saying in the, I can't sleep and I can't, it's because your conscience is screaming and you're doing things wrong, right? Anyway. Shoes of the gospel of peace, right? So I think of that scripture that says, inasmuch it is possible with you, be at peace with all people. The idea is that you seek to live your life in such a way that you are forgiving others. Look at the Lord's Prayer, right? You go through the Lord's Prayer and you get to the forgiveness part. I forgive them as as you've forgiven me, right? Forgive. Right after that, it just says that because if you don't forgive people, God's not going to forgive you. And the reason is because you wouldn't have understood the forgiveness you've been given. In the same way, if you live your life in such a way that your rule is to be at peace with people, is to live by the gospel, the good news of Jesus Christ, the good news that you are saved, the good news you've been rescued, the good news that you've been forgiven, the good news that you have been chosen, the good news that you have a mission, a hope, and a purpose, the good news that you get an eternity with God, the good news that everything that is bad in the world is going to be working out for the good because God can redeem anything. With the gospel, you can be at peace and live in that peace and give that peace to others, right? How it sucks so much when you live without the understanding of the gospel or misrepresentation of the gospel, because you're never at peace. Like if someone has convinced you that the good news of God is contingent upon your obedience, or the good news of God is contingent upon whether or not your circumstances are correct, or contingent upon how much you're giving, to the church or some jazz. And if you don't believe the gospel, you don't know the gospel, you're not fully comprehending what the free gospel of Jesus Christ is, you're never going to be at peace. You're always going to wonder, am I saved? Am I going to heaven? Is God on my side? Does God hate me? Is Jesus against me? And that's the enemy. That's Satan. If you don't believe the gospel, the real one, then the devil can have a field day with your brain. Like, God doesn't love you. God's not taking care of you. God is against you. God is always trying to teach you a lesson. God is holding out on you because he doesn't love you. God is upset with you, so you may as well not even pray anymore. God's people suck. Everybody, God's leaders suck. Everybody's just the worst. And if you're believing lies and not at peace with others, the church, and God, you're just going to be a target and you're going to be miserable. I'm going to pause for just a second because instead of me going on this rant, continue, I guess the teaching is to ask the question to anybody who's listening, just on the first three here, and that is truth, righteousness, and the gospel. Being honest with us, One sec. Have you ever fallen for the lie, believed a lie that did cause you misery, that made you a target of the enemy and made your life worse? Or that you chose to compromise your integrity, not to live righteously, and it really did make your life miserable, and the enemy was able to completely spin you out because of it? Or that someone had told you the false gospel, and you were more afraid of God and more worried about your salvation than anything else? Have you ever been there? In the meantime, I'm going to read Scooby's post. I'm to do a big 10-pin bowling tournament in May, and for some reason I got butterfly stomach pains of nervous and anxiety when it gets closer. It's going to be March. I have negative thoughts of what ifs. I feel screaming and crying of these thoughts. Bugs me to be overloaded and overwhelmed by this. Please help me to your advice and prayers. Let's work it through, right? Let's work it through. So you got a 10-pin bowling tournament. I assume this is a secular tournament, not a Christian tournament, right? And is it secular or for the church? Let's start with that. The lie thing. Yeah, I mean, and can you tell your story a little bit? If you're listening and you have believed a lie or compromised your integrity or believed a false gospel, can you tell us a bit of your story? Just to kind of share it with others. But yeah, Scooby, like the question, because I got to start with, is this a Christian thing or not? Because those completely different answers. Hello, River. Not Christian, just for bowling. Okay, so you're doing the secular thing. For some reason, I got butterfly stomach pains and nervous anxiety. So I'm really nervous about it. Are you the one who's organizing it, or are you just going to it? Before I get too far, are you just attending and being part of the tournament, or are you actually organizing the thing? Not a coffee. You're just going to it. Okay. So you're going to a big 10-pin bowling tournament and you're nervous. You got a bunch of negative what ifs and it's really freaking you out. Well, let's ask then, what are you nervous about? Like what's your worry? What's your what ifs? Right? Because first tournament outside of the Special Olympics. Okay, so there's your question. So what are you nervous about? What's the big worry? What's the thing that's kind of stuck in your mind as the thing that you hope doesn't happen, or what if this happens? Clay says, I believed lies. What kept me from church for years? I did not stop believing in God, but I felt I did not need church. Didn't need to gather with others. Could do it on my own. There's so many people like that, dude. Wow, you're not alone in that. Truly not alone in that. Okie dino. It's really, especially if you've been hurt by the church, or people have been, like you're far from home and you don't know anybody, and it's actually hard to get up in the morning and go to church. Like it's not easy. Spiritual battle every Sunday. It's just easier to stay home, and then suddenly that becomes the normal. That becomes the easy. That becomes the natural thing, and you can just you and God, and you feel special, and you think it's totally fine, and you don't even realize you're falling into error. You're falling into sin. You're disobeying God because you just you're like, I'm spiritual enough, and then when you do try to come around to it, and this is probably what happened, is you tried to come back to church, and it was really hard to do. Making yourself go and finding a church and sitting with other Christians and singing the songs. Suddenly it's not normal. It's actually difficult. Hard to do. I'm going to let Scooby answer the question, what he's nervous about. I assume he's furiously typing. Well, though I do believe in Jesus and the real gospel, I've often let the enemy cause me to see God through lens of my performance, and let the stupid thoughts cycle discourage, exhaust, frustrate me, and burn me out, make me feel miserable and sin failure focused. I think you're not alone in that. You're not alone in that, especially when things go wrong, right? Like it's not just a matter of wow, I suck. I'm a sucky person who sucks. It's I suck, which is why I'm struggling with whatever it is. This is why I lost my friend. This is why I don't have enough money. This is why I can't get the good job. This is why I can't get the position in church I want. This is why God won't, call me as a minister. This is why I can't find a girlfriend. This is, that you connect them directly from my performance and my holiness and all my things I'm supposed to do to impress God. I'm not doing this, therefore God is withholding all these nice things from me. And if I just did better, God would help me out, right? God would, then the blessings would come. All I have to do is try harder. Hate sinning because I see myself do it, because my flesh loves it. And which is good. That is good. Like, you're not alone in that. That's everybody. That's everybody. Every Christian who's an actual Christian feels the same way. It's always the same thing, right? It's like, man, I hate that I like that. I hate that I do that. I hate that when I'm weak, I fall into that. I hate that when I'm, whether it be, hello, alias Alexa, good to see you. I hate that when whenever somebody messes with me or whatever, and even if it's a joke, I get mad and I go too far. I hate that, when I'm having fun with somebody, I'm so insulting. It just comes out so quickly. I hate that when when I'm alone in the dark or in the shower or whatever, I just nonstop keep thinking sinful thoughts and I can't seem to stop, and it eventually leads me to do something terrible. I hate that how in debt I am, and I just can't stop spending and I can't stop whatever. Like, it's just, man, why I do that dumb thing again? And yeah, that is a normal Christian thing. Very, very normal thing. It is, and I'm sure we've quoted this before, right? And that's Paul, saying the I know what, I'm going to read it. I remember where it is, but I'm going to find it. Romans 7:14. One sec there, Scooby. For we know that the law is spiritual, but I'm of the flesh, sold under sin, for I do not understand my own actions. For I do not do what I want, but I do the very thing I hate. Now, if I do what I do not want, I agree with the law, that is good. So now it is no longer I who do it, but the sin that dwells within me. For I know that nothing good dwells in me, that is in my flesh. For I have the desire to do what is right, but not the ability to carry it out. For I do not do the good I want, but the evil I do not want is what I keep on doing. Now, if I do what I do not want, it's no longer I who do it, but the sin that dwells within me. This is really important for you to know. Right? Yeah, right? Yeah, exactly. And what is connected to it. So hold on, let me sit down. I'm old. Terribly, terribly old. Okay. One sec there, Scooby. But remember the context, okay? So sold under the sin, I hate what I do, blah, I'm just the worst, right? Bah. How many pops did you hear? Just couldn't hear him over my grunting. That's funny. That was funny, were you clearly? So remember this. So you know that section. I keep doing what I don't want to do, and I really, really hate that side of me. Right? So I find the law, that when I try to do right, evil lies close at hand. For I delight in the law of God in my inner being, but I see in my members another law, waging war against the law of my mind, making me captive to the law of sin that dwells in my members. In other words, his hands, his body. Wretched man that I am, who will deliver me from this body of death? Right? This is where he's going. This is you. Like, this is your quote. This is you. But remember, literally a verse later, thanks be to God through Jesus Christ our Lord, so that I myself serve the law of God in my mind, but with my flesh I serve the law of sin. There is therefore now no condemnation for those who are in Christ Jesus. Okay? That's not a good color. It comes right after. It's really important when you struggle with that kind of stuff, right? This is the relatable part. Like, yeah, everything, I'm really bad. So is Paul. What's your point? The conclusion that Paul draws, therefore, That word, therefore, is connecting it to the previous thing. That's what it's there for. I'm in this battle. I hate it. I'm wretched. Who's going to save me from this? Right? Therefore, there is no condemnation for those who are in Christ Jesus. For the law of the Spirit of life has set you free in Christ Jesus from the law of sin and death. For God has done what the law, weakened by the flesh, could not do by sending his own Son into the likeness of sinful flesh for our sin. He condemned sin in the flesh in order that the righteous requirement of the law might be fulfilled in us, who walk not according to the flesh, but according to the Spirit. Right? So his job, that's literally his job. Right? His job is accuser. And I'm going to guess, this is going to be a guess, Jim, but confirm with me if it's true. Did you have somebody in your life, mom, dad, teacher, uncle, somebody you cared about you, that was consistently critical of you? You could never impress enough, no matter what you did. You always found something wrong with it. You could get an A on a test, and they'd be like, "Why didn't you get an A+?" You could win an award, and they would wonder why you didn't get first. You could do good things and show up and be like, "Yeah, but," and they'd point out all the bad things. You'd show up with something, and all they'd see was mistakes. Did you have somebody in your life that was like that? I'm gonna. If you go through Romans 8, notice how many times it says because, for, so. This is the whole point, right? Therefore there is no condemnation for those who are in Christ Jesus. For, in other words, because of that, and then for because of that, and then for because of that, and then for because of that, and then however, in light of all these other things, this is non-stop. Oh, thank you, Wolf. I appreciate that very much. It's non-stop. That it's like, because of this, this is true. Because of this, this is true. Because of this, this is true. Because of this is not true. Right? I love, this is why people love Romans 8. So then, in light of all this other stuff, so then, for, it's just all the way through, which all comes down to the bottom where it wraps itself up, right? Into what shall we say to these things? If God is for us, who can be against us? He did not spare his own Son, but gave him up for us all. How will he not also with him graciously give us all things? Who shall bring any charge against God's elect? That's you, right? Satan helps me condemn myself. Who shall bring any charge, any condemnation against Jim? Who? It's God who justifies. So there it is. That's the answer. God is the one who makes justice. Is he bringing charge against you? No. Who is condemning Jim? Who could, right? Who is allowed to condemn Jim? Jesus is. Christ Jesus is. He's allowed. He's the judge. He sits on high. He's got the rod. He's got the both hands. But he died. He was raised. He's sitting at the right hand of God in judgment, but also interceding. In other words, he's actively working for your good, against the lies, against the liar, against the one who keeps accusing, against the ones who's fighting against you. Who shall separate us from the love of Christ? Shall tribulation, distress, persecution, famine, sword? That's why this section is here, and that's why you got to live in it a little bit, because it is so full of you are not condemned. God is on your side. When the enemy comes and goes, you suck, you go, yeah, but I'm loved anyway. Right? Yep, no question. And that's what Paul would say, right? Yeah, you're right. I suck in a whole bunch of ways. However, but for, because, so that, and he would just hammer the person with the love of God. And remember, he's a Pharisee, right? He was like the number one top shelf dude who thought that activity, his good deeds, were going to save him. That's literally what he thought. That was the whole thing. Follow the law, get saved, go to heaven. God loves me more, neener. And then he met Jesus, and Jesus is like, that's not how it works. which blew his mind. And I always think of the time where he was blinded. He was on the road to Damascus. And he's sitting in a room for 3 straight days. What I picture in my head is, because he's memorized the whole Old Testament. You have to be where he is. He's the Torah. He's written the whole thing. And so all of the verses and all of chapters and all the things that he memorized as defense for what the Pharisees believed that he'd been teaching for probably, 40 years, give or take, all of that starts clicking into place in different ways. He starts to see how everything holds together, how the grace of God holds together, how all of it was actually leading to Jesus. And all of a sudden, he just gets this epiphany, which is why he, and then is able to write Romans, because he gets it now. I can just imagine. Can you imagine having that kind of revelation where the entirety of the Old Testament suddenly is seen in a new light and it all points to Jesus, whereas before you didn't realize it did? And now all you see is just a nonstop defense of Jesus as Lord. And the reason the crucifixion was why it was. Can't imagine that level of revelation. That's crazy. Okay, let me just get back to Scooby for a second. Said, I'm scared that the way I bowled is weird. The way that I threw a back-up ball, and I have learning disorder developmental delay. I'm scared that I got confused of what is going on and no one is understanding. I have disabilities. I'm really hoping that you understand what I'm saying. My hands are shaking. So, are you going to I'm going to ask the question, is this tournament for just everybody, or is it for people who are part of the disabled community? Let me ask that question. Is this for people who are disabled? Is this for everybody? I feel the world told me I'm different and disabilities I have. That's who I am. I don't know why I have habits of thought believing the lie of the world. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Especially if you've been to the Olympics and been affirmed and like other people have supported you and got you there, right? Because you have a lot of people that have encouraged you. I don't know what I said about the world connecting to the scripture. I feel like that the world told me different. My disability I have, that's who I am. I don't know why I have the habits and thoughts of lying in the world. It's for everyone else that's in a league. Okay, so just for like everybody, not just disabled people. Okay, I can understand why that would make a person nervous, right? If you, especially if you're having having a bad day, or someone was mean to you, or you get in your head and you're embarrassed. You're like, man, this is going there is going to be a challenge because I'm no longer just around the Special Olympics people who get it. I'm now around everybody who some people don't get it. That makes sense. I totally can see why that would be a struggle. And if I look at, think of it from my own perspective, right? I know there are plenty of people in chat right now when I look at them, and they've said the same thing. They don't have disabilities, as in like physical, visual ones usually, but what they have is social disabilities. In other words, they have social anxiety, they have learning disorder, they have abuse, they have all kinds of crazy stuff going on in their brain, so that they have all the same emotions you do, right? I'm going to be weird. I'm going to say something wrong. I shouldn't go. Someone's going to say something mean. I'm not going to be able to handle it. I should just stay alone. I should stay home. I shouldn't go to those things. And then sit there and like, man, I wish I had friends. I wish I could go do cool, fun stuff. But as soon as the cool, fun stuff shows up, they talk themselves out of it. Or they make it so that it's only going to be bad. Their brain can't see the good, the potential for good that could come from that. And you're not alone. A lot of people in this chat, including me, struggle with that. It is, it's not as visible for us. Like you have a physical disability that people can actually see. And so therefore it's not as obvious for us, for those who are, have social disorders, but don't have physical disorders kind of thing. But it's the same feeling, man. It's, man, I don't want to embarrass myself, and I don't want to feel bad. And I'm so fragile emotionally right now. If somebody says something mean or jokes wrong or says the thing that I don't want to hear, I'm going to fall apart. And then I'm really never going to go out. I always think of that comic. See if I can find it. Let me find it. There it is. This one. This is, I think about this comic a lot. Maybe I don't have to be so tough. Maybe I can be vulnerable sometimes. Opens up the little door, steps out with a smile, gets pounded, and then the box is like way thicker. Right? I think about that a lot. This comic a lot, and there's a few that are sort of along this vein. You know what I mean? Like the guy, he just steps out and he gets his butt kicked, and it's the second time around. You know, think of that. You know how thick that is. Opening that door is going to be even harder. Breaking out is going to be even harder because he's just like, man, that hurt. And that's the fear, right? That's the fear. The mule in the well. I don't know the story of the mule in the well. I don't think. At least it's not leaping to mind. I have a friend that will be my partner in the tournament, and he has learning disability too. Ever hear disability I have is not more mental. It's not physical, so they can't see it. I thought it was. I thought you had a visual version, like something that showed you. I thought I read that up there. I bowled a weird way, threw a backup ball, got confused. Oh, you just messed up the rules or whatever. Okay, sorry. I read that as because of my physical disability, I messed it up. Sorry. But that's the fear, right? I'm gonna go and mess it up. Is that like if I nail down the fear, Scooby? Is that it? It's I don't want to embarrass myself. Is that the number one? Like you want to go, you think you'll do well. You're gonna be with a friend. You'll be in a place you want. Bowling is fun, but you're worried you're gonna embarrass yourself. Is that generally the issue? Yeah. I'm going to say a couple things to that. Number one is you're not alone, as I said before. I'll ask chat. I'll legitimately ask chat. How many people here who are listening, whether you're lurking or otherwise, struggle with meeting new people or going places socially? Just it's harder for you than it seems to be for others. How many people are like that? I am. I'll tell you a quick story of when I was I'm an adult. Okay, I have four children. We went to we were going to an event. It was a drama. My kids were in a drama, in a play, and we were sitting there and we're watching them in the play, and it was fine and everything, whatever. Afterwards, they have this little post show party, and all the parents are there, and everybody there's a Christian, everybody there's a homeschooler, everybody there are people that I probably know, and all of their kids, and all of the teenagers that were there, part of the group. I had the hardest time functioning in that room. I went and you can ask my kids this. I was hiding behind chairs. 42, 43-year-old, something like that, maybe 40-year-old, with kids, with a job, no reason. You know, I feel like I'm pretty smart. I can hold a conversation. Been doing pastor work for, 15 years. Like it's, and yet I'm hiding behind chairs, terrified somebody's going to talk to me. So worried that I don't know why. Like, I don't know what the worst case scenario was. But because of all the bullying I faced, terrified of high school kids, just really hard on me because they were just so mean. And two, I wasn't in charge of anything. I was just there. And so it really felt, I was scared, legitimately scared to be in a room full of wonderful Christian homeschool kids and parents that were snacking after a wonderful play that they put on. It makes no sense to feel that. But there I was. And that feeling is common with people who are here, and a lot of people who are content creators, a lot of people who are who are on Twitch, you're not alone in that. So I guess number one is recognizing that's normal. You're not odd. You're not odd. That's normal. And I guess the second part is to say you're allowed to try to do your best to create a system that works for you, right? In other words, when you go, you're like, well, when I go, I'm only going to go for these hours. I am going to bring a friend. I'm going to make sure that I have an escape route. I'm going to make sure that I can, that when I bowl, I've got whatever. I'm going to go there early and practice so that I can acclimate myself to the environment. So the first time I walk in isn't for the tournament. I'm going to go early, make sure that I'm ready to go. All those things to make it easier on yourself. That is perfectly fine. You're not a coward. You're not, bad. You're not whatever. What you are is trying to be part of the group to do well, but you're doing it in a way that works for you. Totally fine. 1000%. And then the other side of it is to recognize that the fear that is inside of you is probably extremely unfounded, right? Because I'll ask you specifically. Yeah, Conroy. Yeah. I'll ask you, Scooby, if you were there and somebody messed up, bowled wrong, went to the wrong time, stood up at the wrong time, took their turn at the wrong time, used the wrong ball, threw 4 instead of 3, how would you react? Right? Would you jump down their throats, or would you be like, I don't care? Whatever. That's I'm not going to judge them. Whatever. That's for the judges to judge, and I'm just here to have fun and be part of the tournament. You wouldn't jump down their throat. You wouldn't scream at them. You wouldn't have you'd just be nice, right? Most people are like that. Like Jim says, it's irrational, right? Most people are like that. They are not going to jump down your throat. They're not going to freak out. And I know that you've probably had experience with people that have been impatient with you, people who have been frustrated with you. But if you've been invited to this thing and you're around a bunch of people who are bowling and everybody's kind of having fun, then nobody wants to make it miserable. I get that sports can be hard sometimes, but usually that's the parents of the kids that are losing their minds, not the actual players. That's hard. I think that's the third thing. You just kind of go, you know what? I'm really making a lot out of this, and it's not going to be that bad. I should go anyway. That's the hard part. I hate it. I'm going to go anyway. I'm frustrating and hard. I'm going to go anyway. I'm going to do it within a bubble. I'm going to do it with my own rules. Going to do it in a way that works for me. Going to do it with all my, little kit that I bring with me so I can fidget and, whatever. Bring snacks. But I'm going to do it in such a way that but I'm going to do it. Yeah. And like I said, I was 40 and I was freaking out. Zach says, an old mule fell in a well, and the farmer, thinking it was too much trouble to rescue him, decided to bury him instead. As the farmer and the neighbors shoveled the dirt in, Mule shook it off and stepped up. With each load of dirt, he repeated the process until eventually he climbed out of the well. The story teaches that life's troubles can either bury us or lift us. All depends on how we respond. Yeah, that's a good point. I moved schools because of bullying. I hated it. Eventually found friends that we didn't care anymore. Eventually held 10-person lightsaber battle in the halls, and even school kids said, wow, that was cool. Once you find that group, man, that's fun. But it's a really good point. How you respond is going to change how things work. Yeah, you could sit there at the bottom of the well and go, this sucks, and just get buried. Or you can go, you know what? I'm going to do what I can with what I've got here. You're right. Humans equals overthinkers and overcomplicators. And some of us are really good at it. Especially if you're a creative, right? If you're a creative person, you can come up with a lot more insane reasons why things are going to go sideways. Because you're so creative. Currently 40, still getting stuff. Yep. Oh, November's going to be rough. But here's what I have going for me in November. I am going to be, I get to do stuff. As in I have a job. Which is hugely helpful when you're struggling. If you have a hard time going to church or you have a hard time going for groups, volunteer. because it makes it way easier, right? You go there, you got your plate of cookies, or you have to go clean something, or you're just there to kind of ask for people's help or whatever. That purpose makes it a lot easier to be there, because you have an escape route. Oh, I gotta go get more cookies. And B, you have an immediate way to start conversations. Hi, do this, I do that. How can I help you? It a million times easier. So I'll have that going for me. The second thing is I'll have friends surrounding me, right? People that I know, that I trust, that I know love me and are very kind to me. And so therefore, if I have to go run and hide behind ukulele for, an hour, she'll probably let me, because I have a support group that I'm bringing with me, right? And the third thing is I have an escape route, right? I have an escape route. We'll have, whether it be the taco room, or whether it be some other place I can go sit, or I can leave and go for coffee. Like I can leave, you know what I mean? I can just go and leave, and it'll be totally fine. All those things make it easier for me. That's why I ate that Michael Jackson popcorn chip. What? Why? What does that have to do with what now? Hide. No, but I'll give you a job. See, there you go. And life gets better. Actually, yeah, go refill this, or go talk to them, or can you go gather? And then all of a sudden I'm fine, because I have a job now. I'm 47, yeah. I think. 78. Yep, 25, 47. Mental disabilities means I have that most of my brain is low IQ, functioning with learning and understanding things that are difficult for me. Sometimes with places and situations I don't understand or know, I feel anxious. And that's, you know what, like I said, you're not alone though. Yes, it's harder for you, but this is also something you know how to do, right? If you've been through the Special Olympics, you know how to bowl. You know the rules, you know when to go, when to stand up, sit down, how to play. Right? You're in an environment, maybe you're not in an environment that you're used to, but you're in a place that doing something you're used to. That'll make it a lot easier, right? And you're bringing a friend, so you have support. I get the nervous. Like I said, we all get it. And pretty much everybody in chat gets it. So you're not alone in that. Don't feel bad for feeling bad. A lot of us do. Haplet, he says, 100% agree. I was terrified starting college and not knowing anyone. I joined a service organization, and the structure took the social pressure off. Made friends there and got better. Yep. And that's why going to church is part of that, right? I know people who complain that they don't have friends. I don't have friends. I don't have friends. I don't have friends. And you ask them the question, okay, what do you do? Like, what's your thing? Where do you go? Do you have a sport? You got a club? You draw? Do you go to class? What do you do? Where do you go? The answer is nowhere, nothing. And you go, yeah, well, that would be why. So, but then, like the anxiety makes it so that I can't, right? Anxiety makes it so I can't. Like, well, bye, Miss Duck. But at the same time, the place that you get to solve that problem, have a good wheel, is somewhere. Right? Nowhere is not the place that's going to help. Somewhere is. And that may sound stupid, but I had an old leadership teacher who used the phrase, if you keep doing what you're doing, you're going to keep getting what you're getting. And it sounds silly to say, but it's true. Like, why can't I make friends? Okay, well, are you going anywhere where friends are? No. That's why you can't make friends. I want to get better at this. Well, are you going anywhere where someone's teaching you how to do it? No. Well, that's why you're not getting better at it. But you keep doing what you're doing, you're going to keep getting what you're getting. And as you do it more, yeah, the first one's going to suck. First time's going to suck. It's going to be hard. But that structure, like Haplates was saying, right? The structure takes a bit of the pressure off. Someone's going to go stand over there, find one person, and ask them their name. Okay, cool. I'll go do that. And all of a sudden, life is a lot easier. Guess with all the practice, I don't know how to handle it if I don't move on to the next letter. I'm scared that I'll react badly. Yeah, but remember, you're at a tournament, okay? So they have a system, they have a structure, and you can ask questions, right? You can simply go, okay, is it my turn? Or what's the plan for today? Can I have a calendar? Can you let me know what's going on? They want you to be orderly, and they want to help you because they want the tournament to go well. They're not going to leave you out, high and dry. They want it to go well. But I get it. You're stressing out. And, like I said, that's normal. It's the courage comes from going, I'm going to go anyway. And when we talk about, sort of the demonic realm, that you being alone and nervous and not going to places makes you a target, makes you easy to shut down, easy to hurt, easy to make miserable. It's when you're out in public and doing what you love around people that are doing something too, and that you can see that God's acting and you're doing things well. Satan hates that. Like, because you're a harder target. Insanity, doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Jim and Farrick on the same, yeah. Isolation equals bad. It's true. I think we all need time alone. I think some of us need more time alone than others. Can I be your assistant, says Samus. Yeah. Unless I bring one with me, which is an entire possibility, in which case you'll be a co-assistant. My snack girl really wants to come. She might be in college, but she's like, I want to come because she's been really enjoying showing up and being my my lovely assistant, who literally my lovely assistant. Go speak to my lovely assistant who stands at the table, gestures broadly and smiles. She loves it, and I love having the company. So she wants to come. I think my son does too, because he knows a lot of you guys, right? Like he's seen a lot of you guys in chat, so. He would be somewhere that he'd be able to know people. Yeah. I'm saying how I handle it if I lose and be last place. Oh, who cares? Like I know that sounds bad to say, but really, legitimately, who cares? If you're going and the only way you're going to have fun is winning, then you're not going to have any fun. That's a terrible thought to have before you end up going to something like that. Try your best, enjoy your time there. But if you're going and the only way that good is going to happen is if you win all the time, then you're going to be miserable. Just go and be like, I want to go and have fun and be part of the group and try some hot wings and go and watch other cool bowlers bowl and do my best. That's it. Just enjoy the time, man. It's not the Olympics. You're not representing your country. The pressure's really low. Just go and try to have fun. There's really no, and if you end up being last, who cares? Who cares? Nobody cares. Somebody's got to come in last. What would you do to the last place person? Right? Say you got third place and you were like the best, and all of a sudden you've got the person in last place walks by. What do you do? Nothing. Shake their hand. Good job. That was fun. I hope you had fun. You move on with your life. And you don't think at all. You don't care, right? That's what they're thinking of you too. Nobody wants to hurt your feelings when you're there. Really. I need my own snack girl. She's pretty great. She's a very unique creature. Her and I are very similar in a lot of ways. She's trying to keep up with old me, keep up with young me, and that's not easy to do. Back then I was pretty gifted. Dauntless? Oh, do you play? I'd stretch her snack skills. That's true, but she likes that. Keep in mind, this is the girl whose whole purpose for going to school is to become an assistant, so that somebody who is has a specific talent or a specific ability, like say preaching or creativity or sales or leadership or whatever, so she can take the burden off them so they can go do their job. That's what she wants. She's like, that's what I want to do, because she's watched me struggle with trying to do the administrative stuff of being a content creator, and how hard and what it's like for me to try to do this by myself, and go, I want to not have that. Have someone not have that. I want to be trained to help that person. And she wants to be a mom, right? So therefore, by definition, she's going to be helping people and taking care of them. That's her whole thing. She's that's what she wants to do. Jim said, do the thing you fear, and the death of fear is certain. Once you actually do the thing you're scared of, you look back and go, huh? Why was I even scared of that? Kind of true. And Jim, I'm going to turn that around on you and kind of go, once you embrace the fact that you're forgiven, utterly, completely, zero condemnation, and that completely takes over your understanding of your relationship with God, you're going to look back and go, why did I beat myself up so much? Why was I just such a piñata for Satan, when I know now that I'm not condemned? I'm not. I can move on. Excuse me, I'll try my best. It's like I'm scared that people won't understand me the way I talk, and scared I'll lose focus of what's supposed to be because of disability. Yeah, I get it. I do. I don't know what it's like to walk in your shoes, but those worries are very universal. You know, I'm going to try my best when I get there, but I'm scared that when I talk, people are going to not understand what I'm saying. I talk for a living, and I worry about that. You know, I'm worried that I'm going to lose focus. I'm going to get lost. I'm not going to know what I'm doing. I take a wrong turn. I rent the wrong car. I get on the wrong plane. You know, I'm worried that when I get there, I won't be in the right spot, that other people will be disappointed with me, you know. Yeah. And I'm not great at being social. So yeah, same fears, man. Same fears, man. Good for you for trying your best anyway, though. That's what's important. You're going to go anyway. That's huge. Then you can come back and tell us how it went. How long until your tournament? When does that start? When's that going to happen? She can redeem this for college credits? She is actually. I mean, she's volunteering a bunch of places. She could have volunteered for taco, but she didn't. Even can't speak good. Can't speak good sometimes. But sometimes I can speak proper good. Get to talk to people that I don't enjoy watching YouTube live stream or working on program. I'm scared to talk to people. That's why I enjoy watching YouTube live stream or working on program. Yeah, I think not everybody needs to be, you know, super great at conversation, super, you know, eloquent. They don't have to. It's okay. Some people, I know a guy who he just doesn't talk. Like he's a great guy, good Christian brother, lovely man, very helpful, you know, hard worker, good dad. He doesn't talk. And once you kind of wrap your brain around, hi, Pineapple. Good to see you. Once you wrap your brain around the fact that, you know, this dude isn't going to do small talk, that's not necessary, life is a lot easier. You talk about the thing that you're doing and why you're there. And then, you know, you don't have to scoot around the issue and talk about it and wonder, and how's the weather? You just get to talk about the thing. You talk about the thing and you move on. And that's how he likes it. And that's good. Do your best. Yeah, what else is there? Exactly. You're absolutely correct. Yeah, just so I mean, we can wrap that up. I think that's more than enough from the talking about the enemy thing. That was going to be really hard for Samus. When did it end? When's the stop? When do I hit the stop button? Yeah, I don't know. I'll push it now. How about that? Completely arbitrary. May 17th, 24th. Partner in my doubles. Oh, far out, man. That's cool. We're planning this thing for Reach, right? And I guess I can go back here. Planning this thing for Reach, and it's in November. I'm thinking, my brain is thinking like it's next week. Like that's the level of urgency I feel like I have. But I think I should probably, because once we wrap our brain around what the heck we're going to be doing there, like what we're doing with the giant room that's going to be taco room, we're going to take a little while to put it together, figure it all out and whatnot, and, get all of our ducks in a row and figure out volunteers. And because it's really funny. And I know for a fact that a lot of the people who were at Taco were really excited to go down there and offer to volunteer for the Reach people and made plans. Right. And then all of a sudden I'm with the Taco people and I'm like, guess what? Taco's doing something too. And I'm sure some of them went, oh no, I'm never going to get to enjoy this thing if I volunteer 2 places. We don't expect that. I'm hoping it'll be self-contained and basically run itself. I'd like to do a little bit of speaking specifically. I'd love for us to do some kind of fun little taco event. Whether it be everybody, what if one night, because it is Florida, he said, because it's Florida, the next sentence will make no sense. Because it's Florida, have a taco night. What if we just invited everybody for a taco night? One of the times there, everybody shows up. We do tacos. We have fun. Sing a song. Do something fun. Do like a panel. I give a little talk, or somebody gives a little talk or whatever. And then that's like our big event thing. And then the rest of the time, it's kind of self-contained with tables and booths and backdrops and whatever that, and free Rogue and free coffee for people to come in and do. I think nothing wrong with that, right? Andor? I thought they canceled everything to do with Star Wars. I wish they would just cancel all of Star Wars. Just stop doing Marvel stuff and stop doing Star Wars. Just quit. Find something else. You've beaten that dead horse enough. Let it die. Find something else. Yes, we're Taco Tuesday. I still have taco meat from last Taco Tuesday. I miscalculated badly how much meat I was supposed to put in the tacos, and I made like probably 3 or 4 meals worth. Not 3 or 4 tacos worth, 3 or 4 meals worth of taco meat. So I had taco salad the day after and the day after, and I still have more, and so I can have taco salad today again. I don't know if you can put taco salad in it, like taco meat into anything else. Is there anything else you can put it in other than a taco and a taco salad? Like, does it fit in any other food? I don't know. Like I said, it's the same thing. Even if it is a provincial championship, go down there and have fun. Go down there and make an experience, right? Like, do you need the money? Like, is it, if I don't win this tournament, I can't pay my rent, right? Are we at that level of issue? Probably not, right? Turn it into curry. Eggs, taco omelet. That's not a bad idea. I never put burger in my egg. I never think about that. My tummy's going to be a taco. I'm a human taco. Put all taco ingredients inside of me, and yeah, I'm a human taco. Make a pasta bake and a can of tomato sauce, or diced tomatoes on top with cheese. As in, like, pasta? Like, put it underneath and like make that the crust, and then put meat on top, and then tomatoes, and kind of make it like a sort of a pseudo pizza. That might be good. Please pray for me. I get this job today. Also, hi. Hope you're well. Sure, Lady C. We will. Okay, why don't you? I don't remember the details. So, do you want to give us a couple details of the job and why you want it, and a little bit? All right, I can think about that. So that was that. We do have to jump into, at some point, we got to do that flipping mountain today. It is. I forgot to do the graphic because this weekend was crazy. So maybe we'll do the graphic as well, and afterwards. No, we should do it before. I don't know. I'll do it after stream. Maybe I'll do it after stream. There's no reason for me to do it right now, but we'll see. But did anybody get past me? Wife has the flu. Pray for her. Okay. I'm gonna go AFK. All right. Have a good one. Thank you for all you do, Samus. Go for the love. Bowling. Then yeah, dude. You can have fun. No stress, no pressure. It's okay. It's all good. A Bacco or a Torito. Torito, gross. I don't know why I don't like that word. A Torito, probably because it's got like the word turd is like implicit in it, and I don't like that. Yeah, Flippy Mountain is getting over it, but yeah, different. Okay, let me pray for Dawn and for Lady C. God, thank you for all you do. Thank you for the reminder that we have an enemy, but that you have conquered. That we have all these thoughts in our head that are really, really difficult sometimes, whether it be anxiety or condemnation. And yet when we read your word and we listen to you, you are the one who, you take all that away. You let us have truth. And that way we can walk in light and joy and peace and with others. Thank you for that. That's a miracle. Pray for Lady C, who's looking for a job that wants one. Bless them. Thank you. Thank you. Quality assurance type job. Super stoked. Sounds like a perfect place for me to be. All right, cool. All right. Lord, help Lady C get the job that she needs, if this is your will, obviously, but she likes it. She wants it, and it would help her out. So we do pray that you'd work that miracle. Thank you. You're good. Amen. Thank you for the sub. Appreciate it very much. Bueno Naco. Okay, let's jump into that Flipping Mountain since we're here. You're here, I'm here, it's here. But I don't know if I get to give away a game today because I didn't bother looking. I did. Did I not? I thought I did. Did I pray for Lady C twice? Sorry. I will. Lord, when our friends or our spouses or our brothers and sisters get sick, it makes us feel bad because we have a compassion for them. I pray for quick healing for Donnie's wife, and that she'd be able to come back and serve, to love, to serve the community in the stream, that you serve her family. I know that we have to go through this stuff just the way the world works because of sin, but at the same time, I pray that you'd bless her with comfort and rest. Amen. Yeah, I honestly, I can't remember. I live in the moment, baby. Did anybody pass me in that who gets to give away a game this week, or am I still ahead? I'm gonna put away the wheel. Did that not work? What? There it is. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna flip off a mountain. Full screen. 3 L's. Oh, there's 3 L's in full screen. Oh, that's funny. That's how you know it's a good indie game. When they're so busy worrying about the game's fun, whether or not they don't have to spell anything correctly. Okay, new game. No! Holy crap, I gave myself a heart attack. Continue game. That would have been bad. Jeepers creepers. Okay. I don't know what happens if I go on here. That was fun. The 3 L's. What are the 3 L's? Ow! Right in the chin. We're gonna get this right. Takes a second. Wait, what? How do I... What? Oh! Diddly ding dang darn it. Alright, cool. This is where I am now. Hooray! Only watch you play this. Curious how it goes. Not convinced anyone can do well at this game. Hey, I'm pretty far. This is the mountain. Like, this is where I am in the middle here. I'm halfway up. I don't know if anybody else got farther than me that last week, but I'm halfway. That's pretty good. Live, laugh, love. There you go. Oh, that hurt. Sigh. Live, laugh, lacerations. Live, laugh, and is there a mountain climbing word that starts with L? Doggone it. But now what do I do? Oh, I'm going backwards? Wait, hold on. Have I forgotten where I'm going? Where am I going? Oh, I gotta go backwards. That's why. Oh! Rick! I don't know why I had such levels of confidence doing that. Live, laugh, and leg it up a mountain? Live, laugh, and lingerie. No, live, laugh, and love a duck. I can't believe I have to do this again. This took me so long last time. Leap! Live, laugh, and leap. Ah, there you go. That's a good one. 3 L's. Look, lock, and lean. Oh, is it really? I've never climbed a mountain. Or a flight of stairs, for that matter. I stay away from exercise. Ah! Fart sticks. I almost made it. This took me forever last time. I do not like this part. I can't believe I fell down. And it was because I was being prideful. Like, I did not need to use those bouncy things. I could have just landed. And yet, for some reason, I thought I was going to land everything perfectly. So silly of me. Wait, this is supposed to be EDM. What are we doing? Hold on, we got the wrong kind of music playing, man. Do, push pineapple, shake a tree. Do, push pineapple, grind coffee. To the left, to the right, jump up and down and to the knees. Come and dance every night to the hula melody. Yes! Music to mountain bike. Well, I was told by Samus that if you climb a mountain, apparently you have to use EDM music. I don't know why that's a rule, but apparently it is. Hey, don't push pineapples. How else do you get the pineapples off? Okay, we're back. And we're doing the exact same thing over and over and over. I need to change my my stream elements thing because I do not even have coffee. I'm gonna write that down right now because I don't have coffee. People should not be going to coffee anymore. They should be going to my other donation. And I think what Donnie saying yesterday that the I should actually be running all of my commands through Lumia because then people on YouTube can use them. Sorry, I'm gonna write that down. Fix YouTube chat timers. Okay, back to the game. It's just the Grinch trying to get back. They don't show that part in the movie. That's why he's so miserable. It's just the Grinch trying to get back home. Yeah, it's important that it's a good experience for everybody. Although I have noticed that even though it says I'm streaming on TikTok, I'm not actually streaming on TikTok. I don't know why, but it's not. Before he built the dump it to crumpet. Dunk. All right, here we go. On to here. And there we go. Now we're good. We should be good now. Ah! No! Jeepers! Sigh. There's no way to cheese this, is there? Like, they can't get high enough to actually cheese it. There's nothing I can do. Like, I don't think I can land on top of the tree. Can I? No, there's no sticking to a tree. What are you thinking? Uh-huh. Ah, fiddle. I don't know why I was messing with a good thing. One of these times, it's going to throw me over that tree, and you are going to hear actual weeping. Open, just so many bad noises are going to come out of me. Without the annoying dialogue. It's very there's another one that came out recently that was, I can't remember what it was called though. There was one that where you were kind of climbing up in the sky. Landed it. I'm so sick of climbing this part. Love a duck. Yeah, I don't think I'd like getting over it. And the reason is because it's got a, like, the system for being able to do the climbing, it requires dual stick. Like, you got to be really good with your controller. And I'm not. Love a duck. Okay, here we go again. Okay. Not quite. Okie dokie. Only up? Yeah, only up. Yeah, that was it. Played a demo Friday night. That was trollish. More enjoyable than this, called Level Devil. Level Devil. Dude. What was it about? Oh no! Satan's Mario. I mean, it's that one seems like it's trying to be more fair, but it's also like you're really beholden to whatever the hitboxes are. And because it's like an indie game, it was, you know, whatnot, like not super pro, it's, I'd imagine the hitboxes are a little off. No! Oh! Diddly ding ding, darn it. You better not fall down that mountain. I will. No! Come on! I love this game. Let's keep playing. I just hit my 1,200th jump. 1,200th? I don't know how to talk. Maybe said we can pray Pray the mountain will be moved. Maybe. You know what they say? If the mountain won't leap up Muhammad, Muhammad has to leap up the mountain. Thanks, I hate it. See you tomorrow. Literally. Nope. I think I tried to be smart. All right, here we go again. Love a glove. No, what? That one's different, Al. It's not the same thing. You can't do the same arc. It's not the same. Stop doing the same mistake over and over and over. How's it? He's very hardy. He's very hardy. I'm getting the emotional damage. He's getting the physical damage. Okay. 20th time's the charm. Yeesh. Actually, this game was only $1 when I got it, or $1.29 or something Canadian. And so when I challenged the team to it, it was a pretty good deal. Like for such a simple game. But if you want it now, it's like $7. Did Supersonic try to put a link? Ow! Oh, a clip. Yeah, mine's pretty tied down. I'm surprised people let clips through or let links through at all. I will land it this time. I did not land it this time. What? It's yeah, it was just on sale. I don't know. I don't actually know what happened there. I don't think any links or anything's allowed in my stream for that, which is not a big deal. Like we'd actually prefer them be shared in the Discord. No! Come on! I can't believe I missed that little jump. The dumb waste that I didn't play? How come? Did you try to redeem it? What happened? Where are you, dumb wasted eye? The meme HUD's on. Okay, not that one. The HUD effects is on? Yeah. What was the last one? Meme cam. I don't know why it didn't run. Is it broken? Let's turn it off and back on again. Hello, Olivia. Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Let's try that again. Maybe it just needs a bit of a reboot, bit of a think. Sigh. But it took your points, didn't it? Main character being Sonic? He'd be able to jump like crazy. What are you talking about? All right, so let's do this, and then do this, and then do... Okay, we can do it. I got it. It's under control. Do this, and then do that. And then one more. That one. That one. Now it should work. Now it should work. If not, we openly weep. What the flip? Okay, fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm fine. Fine. Whatever. I don't even care. I don't even care. It's fine. Don't know why it's broken. No. Video games, man. They're fun. Streaming software, on the other hand, not as. Whoops. What brings you by there, Olivia? Good to see you. The silent dumb ways to die. Quite fitting. Oh, wow. I'm just getting worse. Ow. First of all, I'm really sorry to No, dude, it's an AMA. Always an AMA here. I want to be interrupted. That's what I'm literally here for. If my whole stream revolved around me climbing mountains with my little stick man, this would be a very, very bad stream. I'm much better at answering questions. All right, sure, why not? Will do, Samus. Samus is trying to Pavlovianly condition me to do my stream properly. Aww. That sucks. Can you ban her, please? I used to give a little speech, but she knows better. She knows better. And this is going to happen over and over and over. That's enough. There, see? That's why I shouldn't have marked it. Neener, neener. This is just a level Bubani. Devil. A what? Level devil? Hold on. I think my daughter might have sent me that, actually. Uh-oh. She sent me a while back. She said, you got to try this game. And I think it was called that. I will land it. Darn it, I'm bad at that one. Release is 325? Well, hold on. Just give me a second here. Which one did she send me? She sent me Level Devil. She did. Play online for free on Pokey. All right, if enough, yeah, we can give that a try. You said it's coming out like on Steam? Because this looked like it was going to be like a flash game. P-O-K-I, Pokey, Level Devil on Pokey. Okay, this one I actually have to land. Ta-da! It is on Steam. Okay, we're back. Is it? I know. Whatever they call them, whatever the kids are calling them these days. No! That could have been worse. I don't know what they call flash games these days. Just internet-based web browser style games. That doesn't roll off the tongue nearly as good. He flies through the air with the greatest of ease, and then falls and breaks both of his knees. He's up in the sky, so cold that he sneezes. All he had to do was just go 30 degrees. Woohoo! Hey, hey. Joe Pesci at Home Alone? What do you mean? Pure rage? Oh! Why are they circles? Hey, I landed it. Take that, sucker. This part sucks so bad. The cursing without the cursing. Yeah, well, yeah, I'm PG-13. Exactly. No! No, please. No, no. Aww. Aww. And that's 20 minutes. Oh, for the love of Mike. That was so bad. I didn't even get it. I actually think I'm further back than when I started. Most time, I still haven't figured out what love of glove is. I don't know either. It is an expletive my brain is coming up with all by itself. I don't know what it means. I don't know where it came from. I love a duck was one that I did for a long time. And then it became love a glove, and I don't know why either. So sometimes I just say things. It's a break time. It is kind of break time. I should go take a little walk, a little bit of a walk there. But so we're gonna come back. Why don't we play I'm gonna leave it to you guys. No, we're not. We're gonna go back into Final Fantasy. Well, yeah, Final Fantasy. We're gonna play Final Fantasy because that's we gotta get through it. It's gotta get this is a story. We're stuck. So in the meantime, !web if you don't mind, !web and sign up for the newsletter. I will get back to writing blog posts. It has been a weird few months, but I want to go back. I have lots to report too. Lots of really good stuff that's happening. I want to tell you guys. Second thing is do me a favor and check out the !donate. If you are looking for donations, you want to support, you love what we're doing here, and you want to help out me, Taco, and otherwise, the !donate, you will get a tax receipt. It is a non-profit place thingy. And then third, !do a thing too, and then say Jim Bim 121. Do a thing too, !do a thing too, Jim Bim 121. See what happens. See you very, very soon. I'm not gonna go far. Anyways, otherwise.
A picture that you could never see in any other way.
Good to see everybody. Welcome back. I'm welcoming myself back. You didn't go anywhere. I did. Yes, by all means, please check out Dragon Roast Coffee. Holy macaroni, that coffee's good. Did I tell you guys that I bought myself a hand grinder because I'm an absolute coffee nerd right now? It's so bad. The amount of coffee that I'm obsessed with, I'm obsessed right now. I'm like, what else? I need a steamer, and I need to get a proper cup, and I need to get one of those pressurized containers. I gotta get them all. And so I got this grinder. It was on sale on Amazon, so I'm like, yeah, borrow. And ground my little coffee, and then made it and did it all right. Oh, such a good cup of coffee. Such a good cup of coffee. So if you're looking for good coffee, that's the way to do it. It is 1,000% best coffee I've ever had. And I can tell you, I made it for a friend. Like, I made the actual I did the exact same procedure for my friend, and he said the exact same thing. This is the greatest coffee I've ever had in my life. And I'm not even kidding. He said, best coffee I've ever had. So, it's good. Okay. Should we try fighting him again? Or do I need to do barrier? Oh, wait, no, you guys said I need to do barrier. Let's get my materia set up properly for this fight. That could be the problem. Set materia. Item master. Probably need that one. And then AP up, probably good. Item economizer. That's probably good. Yeah, I was playing The Sims 4 and placed down an espresso machine and tried to make coffee and said it required a grinder. So, yep. Those are thinking that game. It just said, no, I'm sorry that you're not being pretentious enough. Allows you to use physical and magical defense strengthening spells. Pairing a warding materia grants resistance to physical and magical defense reduction. I don't think that's it. I don't think that's it. Enervation. Those are words I don't know. Do I have a barrier one? I don't think I ever bought one. Healing, lightning. Steadfast block. Takes slightly less damage. Oh, goody. I need to take considerably less damage. Was it grinder? Oh, what? What? Okay, precision defense. I don't think I get that either. I don't think I have the right stuff. Let's just try. Shall we? I'm gonna assess them first. Let's get in there and assess them. Best we can do here. All right, time for an assessment. Take this. Cloud.
Feeling good.
That sucks. Those guys suck so bad. Holy moly, I'm getting killed. And I don't have any team members. And I can't do range attacks. That's awful. Well, I have to charge up the spell, though. That's the problem. Can I teleport back here? There's nowhere to teleport back here, is there? Like, can I have to walk the entire way, I bet. Like, if I run across, can I find somewhere to actually come back to? Jump, you did. Jump, you dingus. Oh, he can't jump when he's being stupid.
Well, figures it would end like this.
I can't jump up because he goes into battle mode, which means he can't actually jump because Cloud can't jump. That's stupid. What kills a cactus? Emotional damage. I'm going to insult them. I have to walk back down the mountain. Or walk back up. I'm going to, I have to go find something. A bigger cactus. I need to find something that I can, like, I can buy. I need better stuff. Yeah, okay, we'll go to the map and we'll teleport down. Armadillos? Is that it? I actually don't know. Okay, we're gonna teleport. Can I teleport there? View. Card players. Chadley. What? Let me teleport. Please? Pretty please with sugar on top? Choco Boutique. I can't teleport there? Oh, I don't like this at all. Hey, okay, I can fast travel to the Dust Bowl, which is I think where I am. Yeah. So fast travel's currently unavailable. Well, what am I gonna do? I have to walk back. You know what? Fine, I'll walk back. Jeepers. Because you can't fast travel during a battle, so I think I have to get far enough away that it realizes I'm not fighting anymore. This isn't Echoes of Wisdom. It is not. And I actually stopped Echoes of Wisdom. It was dull. It was really dull. I thought it was very cute. You know, like the actual art itself was very pretty. I liked that, but it was an awful amount of like it just was no fun. Well, hello. Why don't you just be full of things I need? That'd be helpful. Mega potion. Nice. Red. I need that pink thing to be a life-changing object. If it says anything other than this is your solution to killing cactuses, I'm in trouble. HP up. I did not. I have all those. I got 1 million of those. Crap. And I still have the stupid boss music playing. All right, we're gonna go all the way back. Please don't attack me anymore. I'm fleeing. Leave me alone. All right. So can I fast travel now? Pretty please with sugar on top. I don't like that. I'm not prepared. They were going to make me walk all the way back. Pretty fun, in my opinion. Easier than it should have been. Well, that was one of the reasons I didn't like it. Because beds were literally for everything. Like, that was it. It was all beds. Is there a way to get down? Is this how I came up? No? Maybe it's the other way. Yeah, we're just going to run past everybody. You guys are really scary, and I don't like you. I think I have to run until that music stops. Welcome back, Cloud. How did it go? Not great. It did not go good. Yeah. I'm gonna go all the way back. Why not? Oh. What? This is where I just was. All right, we'll try this again. What, you're not gonna let me go back? Oh, you suck, game.
We won't hold back.
Maybe that was the way to go. Ow! Yeah, this is the way to go, probably. Awful. I can't believe I have to go back just so I got to get some materia so I can find a store. That is the worst. At some point, it's gonna tell me where to go. This way. And the bummer is that there's no way to get back there any quicker. You absolutely have to walk. There you go. See, now I bet I can fast travel. Yeah, and I'm in town.
Didn't find nothing?
I did not, in fact. I wonder if there's a better way. Is there a better way?
So, you come here.
Is there another way? Bartender's unintended garden, peculiar card players. Let's try that. Maybe there's another way to do this. Maybe we don't have to do that because I got my butt destroyed. Oh yeah, forgot about that. Thank you for saying so, Blanco. Final Fantasy Rebirth. Yay. Okay, back to here. Yeah, I don't want to know. I don't want to buy or sell. I don't want to do that. I want to fight. Take down 3 players in the main scenario. Main scenario. See? I think they'll give me the stuff if I do that. So how do I find the players?
Only cards of the highest quality,
Meow, meow, meow.
guaranteed. Browse as long as you like.
I think you have. I've already bought your cards. I don't need them. What I need to do is find someone to play. Defeat the Queen's Blood players in the casino. The casino. I will now locate the casino. Wait, what's your... Maybe I need you to develop some materia. Now that I think about it.
Alexander, the sacred mechanic. I encourage you to pick your... I can't help but wonder where we'll meet next. So many fascinating possibilities.
Uh-huh.
Your efforts have... Perhaps you would like to use it to develop materia?
I would very much. Is any of it any good? Magic efficiency, ATB stagger, morph. Turn enemies into items with morph. Enemies whose health has fallen below a certain amount. I have to actually hit them. Uh-huh. Gravity, absorption. Okay, there's nothing here. You have nothing for me, Chadley.
I wish you all the best in your ongoing hunt for world...
But I'm going to go find the casino. Where the heck is the casino? Books. Max volume. Notice board. Choco Boutique. Tack shop. Desert Rush. Elevator? Aha! Yeah, they are. Down the road exactly behind me.
Hell.
I think this is another way to do it, because those cactus are not going to get beaten anytime soon. Yep. Hello.
Come one all to see the
6. Okay. I'm ready. If you beat me while drunk, is that bad?
Oh, I take it you're here to join me for a drink? Well, aren't
No.
you the...
I want to beat you up.
You big party pooper. Fine, be that way. Guess we'll play Queen's Blood instead. Oh no, because I'm married, darling dear. And when I've knocked a few back, nobody slips through my fingers.
Ah,
So,
that's a
either
lot
you
of
take
bottles.
a drink, or we play a game. Your choice.
That's a lot of bottles. Yes. If I beat these players, I think he said that I get some food. You now own a replacement card, which can only be placed on top of an ally card already on the board, effectively replacing them. Replacement cards have two major benefits. They do not require rank to be placed. Nice. They can trigger cards whose abilities only activate when destroyed. Nice. Some even have abilities that can absorb the destroyed card's power. Okay. Okay, I need to find a way to do a replacement card. So let's change. Let's edit the deck. Who do we have two of that we don't need two of? Who can I get rid of? I don't know. These are all such good cards. Let's get rid of the zoo and then put that replacement card in wherever the heck that thing is. I have no idea what that is. This one. Card had no abilities. Oh. I thought you said it did. When enemy cards are destroyed, raises card power by 2. Destroyed, lower power allied cards. When played, lower power the allied cards. Raise power of an enfeebled card. Enhances, adds triggers when destroyed. Destroys, enfeebles enemy cards. Modifies own power. Triggers when power modified. Triggers when destroyed. Other. That's the only other I have. Okay, this is not what I need. Add card to hand. Triggers when destroyed. No. Triggers when power modified. Destroys cards, I guess. It doesn't say replacement though, right? That kills allied cards? Played, lower the power of an allied card. Arg. I have to Google it. I'm sorry. I'm going to try to take their lunch money, basically. Final Fantasy Rebirth replacement cards. Images. I don't know which one it is. All Queen Blood cards. Good. Destroy an allied card and replace it. Oh, I see. It doesn't even say that. Okay, so Insect Chimera. See which ones I have. Okay. We'll get rid of this one. And then look for the one that is correct. Okay. I'm going to look for the word replacement. Nope, 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 nope. Why would it say that? Why would it say that and then not give it to me? Destroy an allied card and replace it. Oh, that one. Oh, there it is. Okay. But I don't want to destroy an allied. Why do I want to do that? Oh, because I need to do one that when it gets destroyed, it's a good thing. That's why. Okay. Let's hang on to that one. And is there any that I have that when they get destroyed? That's Lower the power. When an enemy cards are destroyed, raises card by 2. Allied cards are played from hand. Okay. When destroyed, lower the power of an allied and enemy cards unaffected tiled by 4. Okay. That one. Good. Now we're just going to have to remove one from up here. When you win a lane, you receive a skill on the board with 3. No abilities. I'm going to get rid of one of the wolves. There. That should do it. Oh, shoot. Did I just drink a drink?
Oh, someone knows how to have a good time. That won't get you drunk, though. It was just a vegetable smoothie.
Gross.
A deal's a deal. I release you.
No, I was trying to play.
What'll it be? A drink or a game of Queen's Blood?
I don't know how I screwed that up. But at least I know what I'm doing now. Go down here. Take that one. And that one. And then go up and remove that one. And I think that one. No, I don't know. What are 2 of those? Oh, it was already in there. Oh, sick. We're good. Okay, save. B. We're good. Did we get? Okay. Back. Did it again! What is happening? Why can't I figure this out? Why can't I must be getting really tired.
You party animal.
Why can't I want to play?
Didn't think I'd see you again.
I think I might be
Here
dumb.
for a drink or a round of QB?
Yes, challenge. Please. Begin match. Yeesh. All I had to do is hit the start button. Getting old, man. Old and senile. Okay. I like that one. That one's good. That one's good too. We're going to get rid of that one. Play. I get my little ball right away. Okay, rock and roll. I have to remember how to. My brain is gonna. I think I'm gonna. I don't know if I'm gonna win the first try. My brain is literally like, "What are we doing? What are you doing? What is happening right now?" Okay. So we're gonna do that. No, we should do this guy. Yeah. I hope he doesn't put one in the middle there. That would be annoying. All right, rock and roll. We're good. Destroyed. Lower the power of allied and enemy cards unaffected tiled by 4. Okay, we gotta get ahead at least 1. That's the stuff. Ouch! That didn't work out. That didn't work out at all. I lost. Yeah, we got to start over. That was awful. Maybe I shouldn't have gotten those extra cards for the destroying. I've never played with those before. I guess we could try it. Like we'll see if we could actually make it work. But it's got to be a very, very exact spot that you put it, because it takes away my points too, and their points, which means that if you do it wrong, you're only shooting yourself in the foot. Nice. When played, lower the power of an enemy card on attack affected tile by 4. Okay. Raise the power of allied cards on affected tile by 2. The power affected cards by 4 while this card is in play. That's a good one. We'll do that one. Okay, cool. Now I need to play this. Uh-oh. I want to take that one over. Hard to do. No? No? Uh-oh. I think I lost again. Raise power of allied cards on tiles. But this doesn't actually add to the tiles. It only goes forward. Okay, I'm gonna take that one over. But he's just gonna take it back because he's gonna play right on top of that one. Boop. Yeah. Which is fine. Because if I play this, he's trapped. Okay. I got 8, he's got 2. I should be good to go. All I gotta do is... Huh. I want to take that front one over. Guess I'll just use this. That's easy enough. Okay, no, he can't play. I still won. I just don't like how I won. You know? I mean, he's super lost, which is good. That's what I want him to do. Make him cry. But let's just really hit him. There you go. You're so dead, buddy. But I didn't get to use my fancy ones. I kind of wanted to do the fancy thing. Deathclaw. When enemy cards are destroyed, raise this card power by 1. Yeah, but I don't destroy cards. The way I play very much is...
Well, shit. You got me good, hot stuff. Should have had more to drink.
Take over the board and don't worry about points as much.
See, my dear, even though it's my surefire ticket to victory, I've kind of been cutting back on the booze. Do you want to know why?
No?
A while back, I drank way too much, blacked out in the middle of a match, and had an awful nightmare. I dreamed this creepy stranger was trying to chat me up, which is why this match totally doesn't count. I am still off my game.
Good point. Good point.
Next time, you better bet I'm gonna be sauced to the max. So watch out, boyo.
I don't think that's working for you, buddy.
Congratulations, Cloud. You have attained the rank of Blood Squire. As
Sounds
such,
terrible.
I have information that may be of interest. A talented player by the name of Cameron is looking for opponents within the Crow's Nest. I believe that you would find him to be a suitable challenge. Perhaps you ought to seek him out.
Wow, cool. I don't want to seek him out. What I want is some dang bird chow. That's all I really want.
All to see the living statue who plays Queen. May I help you?
Probably.
I'm in the middle of a performance. Are you? Here to play Queen's Blood?
Ew.
That's going to be tricky. I'm a living statue, you see. I'm not supposed to move under any circumstances. Well, I guess I could move my arms at least. You're going to regret making me come to life.
What a weirdo. Let's try the same deck. Let's try the same deck. I never get to use my fancy ones. We'll see if I can use my fancy ones this time. I don't know. Raise the power of allied cards. That's probably good. Probably good. We don't need him yet, and we don't need him yet. We need some other players. We need to play one. I need ones. Okay, cool. And then that. Maybe. Yeah. Cool. All right, now take over that front one. So he can't play. Cool. Now we can play. But I have a secret weapon. Do I have a secret weapon? I'd like a secret weapon. Raise the power of allied cards when this is in play. That's only gets 2. Oh, bummer. All right, maybe I screwed it up. It's entirely possible that I completely blew it. Oh, that hurt. That hurt a bunch. That hurt a bunch. I don't know if that was good. I can't use this guy because he'll only affect me, which would be bad. I can destroy and replace this card to take the middle. Okay. And then take over. Done. Yay! Yeah, that's the secret to the game. Just keep playing and take over everything. Wait till you play this one. That goes up. He can't play. Wow, I'm either really good at this or the computer's being nice to me. Because this guy got wrecked, and he's supposed to be at one of the higher levels after I practiced some. There. I don't think I've beaten anybody that badly. Makes me think if I'm on easy mode. It would kind of make me feel bad if all of a sudden it's like, oh no, you were playing on easy mode. Oops. 25-0, buddy. Joker. When an allied or an enemy cards are destroyed, this card goes up by 1. He might be worth putting in the deck.
You completely demolished me. Well played, good sir. But my performance wasn't half bad. Wouldn't you agree?
I'm barely paying attention to you.
I hope to join the Gold Saucer's grand stable of performers. That's why I'm trying to hone my skills by purposely putting myself in the harshest of environments. But my winning streak was starting to draw negative attention, so maybe losing was for the best.
Yes, negative attention. That's
I'll
what
be here for
winners
a
are known
while
about.
yet. If you would like to play another game, just let me know.
No. But I think I'm gonna switch out my.
Wish they'd hurry up and
All right,
move
here we
on
go.
already.
I'm gonna switch out that one card. I think that one might be good.
Oh, heck, I said it again. Sorry, old habit. No harm, men. Please don't go. I'm begging you. I only want to play a game of Queen's Blood. I promise, that's all.
He does.
I have a hard time talking to people, and, well, I know I'm not the friendliest looking guy, so I can't convince anyone to
Dude,
go around.
Take off the mask.
Anyway, the name's Jack. You, want to play with me? Pretty please?
Yeesh. Okay. Sure. I think I'm gonna replace, because I have one that looks identical. Hold on. If I go here, you, what's your deal? No abilities. Yeah, but it's worth 5. And that new card that I just got, where's your new card? This one is exact same takeover, and it's worth 2, but it gains 1 with every cards that are destroyed. I don't think that's worth it. Not worth it. Okay, where's the new one that I had? This one here? When enemy cards are destroyed, raise the power by 1. So I should replace the one that looks like this. Yeah. So I should add those 2 and get rid of the Grathlands one. Oh, wait, hold. He's worth 2? No, he's still worth 1. So he's actually good. Because it takes over, but then it adds. I'm actually gonna get rid of this guy. I don't need him. He's kind of annoying. All right. B. Start. Yes. Yeah, that was a good upgrade because I lose nothing. It's worth the same amount of points, and if anything gets destroyed, it goes up a point. So that's good. I don't need you yet. Maybe I do. No. No. There we go. I haven't pulled out a 3 card in a long time, though. Oh, he's playing the squirrel. How dare you use the squirrel against me, sir? He's worth 2, he'll go ahead. This one here, if I play with worth 1, and I go here, that will add forward, and I can actually do +2. Yeah. I don't get a lot of points for it, but it should help later. Oh, what's he gonna do? All right. So I play them. It will lower by 4 and then add 3. But he's got 9. Great. No, that was close. There, eat that, sucker. Cool. If I go 1 forward, I should take over the board, right? Yes. Yeah. Cool. And last one. Any powers? No abilities. Destroy an allied card and replace it. I've already won, so I'm not gonna get screwed. I'm not gonna get screwy here. But better safe than sorry. Okay, you're done. I have a good hand. I like what I've got. Even if he messes me up, if I have that one that destroys a card, it can actually reclaim not only that card but the one in front of it. So I feel like I've got a pretty good deck. Thug. Discarded no abilities. Takes over a lot of spaces though. Wow, that really does. Oh, and it worth 4. That might be worth putting in the old deck too. That's a good card.
That was even more fun than I'd imagined. I've been missing out. Prison ain't a great place to let your guard down, you know. So I got into the habit of acting tough and yelling at anyone who looked at me funny. Kept me safe, but it also made good, decent people like you avoid me altogether. Even though I just wanted to play cards. I got so frustrated that no one would give me the time of day that I started to respect the judgy bastards. But I've got to change myself first if I want people to talk to me. Because you had the courage to approach me when no one else did. I know that now. So I'm going to do it like you and ask people to play instead of waiting for them to come to me.
Oh, goody. There's a ruffian with a heart of gold. All right, I played 3 players, and I beat them. So, now what? This way. I'm gonna go talk to that guy. Probably. I think I beat this one already. Yeah, we're good. All right, you, hi, I won. Give me stuff.
And there's the man of the hour. Thanks to your efforts, demand for Queen's Blood is back and stronger than ever. It's at an all-time high.
Wow.
Which means my profits should be too.
Solid 15 minutes.
You did me a great favor. Take this as a token of my thanks.
Yes!
Before you go, though,
that was
I
way
have
easier.
Some cards I'd highly recommend for a player as skilled as yourself. You won't want to miss out.
I already bought them, dude. Calm down.
People lose interest when they start thinking they can't win. That's why it's important to shake things up once in a while. By the way, don't breathe a word about this to the folks upstairs, unless you want to find yourself behind bars again.
I played cards and got some seeds. Calm down.
Here ain't all bad. I mean, compared to the stuff folks are growing out in the grasslands, they should be doing But hey, I ain't taking.
Trying to remember where the heck I'm supposed to go. Oh no, I don't want to go to the unintended garden. That's not what I want to go. Where am I supposed to go? What? Oh, no, that's bad. This, where are you? Gearing up for the race? That's the one. I just went the wrong way. Turn around. And go left. Actually, I did that wrong again. It's literally behind me. I'm bad at maps. Meanwhile, my poor friends still stuck in prison.
All hail Solemn Gus!
Oh, I just gotta go through. Awesome. Nope, did it wrong. I just want to play, man. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Cool. There you go.
Rustled up some quality stuff, did you?
Don't ask me where I got it. But I didn't chicken out and run away from a bunch of tiny cactuses so I can go gamble at the bar. That is not what happened. Hey, your favorite spoon. Good to see you.
But nowhere near enough.
What? Oh no! They're gonna make me.
How come?
Bandit's Bluff upper level. So, hold on a second here.
Y'all get to eat.
Where am I going?
Veggies. It ain't fair.
That's the only way to get it. Oh, I hate that so much. But at least I'm in town now. I gotta go buy. I gotta level up. I can't actually progress the story now. I'm stuck. So, where's the nearest place I can go buy some stuff? Max volume, dead silent. Okay, yeah, I gotta go over there. Buy some materia. He better have some.
No one will notice if I sneak a few, right?
Apparently I need barrier materia.
King of Corral Prison!
I'd love to check out the shops that pop up.
Sup? Nope.
See ya.
You're the wrong guy. I think you.
Don't make a peep.
What? He said something about farting.
I'd love to check out the shops that pop up.
If you're looking to get stronger, my store has everything you'll need.
Bare tires, some dirt. Okay, that's not what I wanted to do, but sure, why not? What are you? Weapon ability damage or ice attack? Yeah, I guess we're gonna go damage. Oh. Not what I was hoping for, but
My
I'm
store
sure they're
will
around here
always
somewhere.
be open to you.
Not that guy. There you go, behind? Is that how that works?
You look like you got gil to spare.
Greetings, friends, and welcome to my swindling seminar. Today, for the very first time, I'll be unveiling the art behind the con.
Why does he have a main
Teaching you
quest
the
on him?
tricks of my trade. Gone are the days of getting duped. Remove the wool over your eyes. And instead,
What's your deal?
you, sir, have excellent timing. I'm conducting a seminar and would appreciate your help. And, as thanks for your assistance, rest assured you will be handsomely rewarded.
I want birdseed.
All you need to do is speak with my lovely pupils here.
Uh-huh.
4 of these folks are lying, while 1 and only 1 is telling the truth. Your job is to find the odd one out.
2. I choose
There's
2.
also a small fee to participate, but I'm sure you won't mind.
Conniving Caglio is holding a seminar instilling 5 aspiring swindlers with the tricks of his deceitful trade. Your mission, discern which of his disciples is telling the truth. Each guess will cost 500 gil, no refunds, so choose wisely. Investigate his pupils' potential lies by visiting notable locations around the Dust Bowl. Review your notes at any time and press LB to take a closer look. You know what? I'm going to go... I'm just going to pick. I believe it's you.
You been to the weapon shop? It's ridiculously loud in there. I like it though. Helps me relax. Plus they sell potions there too.
Be drinking good tonight.
Yeah, okay.
Well, do you think you can figure out who's telling the truth?
Yes.
I'm dying to read Gus's autobiography, Meditations on the Outlaw Life, but the bookstore still doesn't have it in stock.
You checked out.
I'm dying to...
You been to the weapon shop? It's ridiculously loud in there. I like it though.
He does sell potions.
Oh, too bad.
But he does.
My pupils have a knack for the art of deception. Well done. Discerning the truth is a skill, just like telling a lie. Now then, what say
How much
we
money do
take
I
it
have?
from the top and have you try again?
A different swindler is now telling the truth. Oh, for the love of Mike. What does he give me? Because this guy might give me seeds because there's a third. I think I have to do it.
Do you think you can figure out who's telling the truth?
Let's find out. Sure, why not? Here's 500 gil. I have 10,000 gil. I should be able to do
You
this.
need to get yourself over to the local bookstore to nab a copy of Gus's autobiography.
The weapon store owner's got a few screws loose if you ask me. I mean, what's he doing selling potions of all things?
Hey, you ever heard of a place called Bale Jumper? Yeah, the finest booze around, pure as the driven snow. Not watered down one bit.
That's a lie.
Have you read Gus's autobiography?
You checked out the graffiti at Gus's place? He's got a Del Sol cactuar in there. See if you can find it.
You should test your might in the Beast Battleground. They've got a rare monster named Bug Zero. You
checked out the graffiti at
I
Gus's
like
place?
her.
He's got a Del Sol...
Instinctually. I'm going to just spend all my money.
You've been hoodwinked once again.
Crap.
Better luck next time, friend.
Okay, I'm bad at that. We have to go to the store. I'm trying to get to a store.
I promise I'll pay you.
This place ain't for amateurs, so unless
You fought in the Beast Battleground?
I ain't going in there. I just need to buy some stuff.
You want something, you take it. That's just the way of the world.
Miss your chance to throw in your cards and it's over.
Wait. Where's the material lady? Nope. Wait, hold on.
Welcome to my humble establishment. Please peruse the selection. What do you think of my store? Be
I'm supposed to look at the
honest. It's the
books?
best you've ever seen, right?
Is that the deal? I don't know. I'm not ready for that. I'm trying to get to that weapon guy in the back. I don't know how to get there. How do I do that? Like, he's right there. Nope. You're there. This is supposed to be the hard part of the game. Just locating the actual materia. I feel like this guy I have to do because I think he's going to actually give me the he's going to actually give me the last part of Pico, because the way it looks is that was a third. I think this probably guy's the other third.
Well,
so let's try it.
Do you think you can figure out who's telling the truth?
Yes. I got nothing but money.
You gotta check out Garf's autobiography.
Gus's crib is covered in graffiti, like some kind of art museum. My personal...
Have you tried the Beast Battleground yet? I hear that Type Zero monster.
You got it.
No talking allowed in the local weapon shop. And that includes any shouts of surprise when you find out they sell elixirs too.
Hey, you ever heard of a place called Bail Jumper? Yeah,
they all sound the same.
I gasped when I found out the weapon shop sold elixirs, which immediately...
You gotta check out Garf's autobiography, Meditations on the Underling Life. It's at the...
Gus's crib...
Have you tried the Beast Battleground yet?
All right, we'll try this guy.
Hey, you ever heard of a place called Bail Jumper?
He doesn't sound right.
Yeah,
I didn't think so. But they all said she said that someone else is telling the truth.
You've been hoodwinked once again. Better luck next time, friend.
A different thriller is now telling the truth, but they all saying the same thing.
Well, do you think you can figure out who's telling the truth?
You gotta check out Garf's
The same thing.
autobiography.
You've been to the...
If you're looking for a place to get loaded, then look no further than Bail Jumper. It's the only bar that's...
You've been to the weapon shop? It's ridiculous.
Weapon shop.
Check out Garf's
Meditations.
autobiography.
It's kind of weird, but Gus has a picture of Stamp on his wall. I swear, it looks like it could jump out and start licking your...
You should test your might in the Beast Battleground.
Hey, did you see the Stamp graffiti over at Gus's crib? He may be a pup, but he sure looks like a hero.
You got...
It's kind of weird, but Gus has a picture of Stamp on his wall.
I feel like...
I swear.
Yes. Okay, good for me. Because she changed.
Congratulations! Their deception was no match for your powers of perception.
More like my powers of being able to spend $2,500.
Swindlers. Clever ones like this are harder to fool. But so long as you continue to train and apply yourselves, I can teach you to swindle even the toughest marks.
Yes, sir!
As for you, rest assured that I
Yep.
am a man of my
Called
word.
it. Yep.
Those greens are hard to find in a place like this.
Crap.
Quite the handsome reward, wouldn't you say?
Crap. They're gonna make me fight this
People
stupid
around the
cactus.
prison have been telling me they give their birds sand baths to get them clean. Wonder if it's any better for them than a standard brush down. Maybe I'll give it a try with Pico.
Now then, which lucky idiot's gonna be my next mark?
Well, that was interesting because I didn't think I was going to actually get... I thought I was going to be able to get away with it, but it makes me do all of it. That sucks. Maybe if I go here, there'll be another option.
All right, let's see what you found.
Because I don't want to fight those stupid cacti.
Yeah, he's looking a lot better now. But we could get him in great shape with a touch more.
I've decided to use him anyway. There's nothing else, man. That's a bummer.
Y'all get to eat veggies. It ain't fair.
But I really got to get to that bookshop. I think I saw... Hold on. Is there a charge-up store place over somewhere around here? Maybe it's upstairs.
No loitering.
I swear I remember seeing one where I could just buy materia from the little shop. You have a little shop in here, guys? I don't know. I don't think like this is the kind of place where people are going to be putting a machine, but you never know. Is it on the map, maybe? No. Rest spot? Maybe it's in the rest spot. Oh, it is probably. Okay. Out and right. Okay, let's go. That might be the place to get the barrier. Out. Right. Rest spot. Bedbug Lounge.
Quiet as solitary, guaranteed.
Sure.
Feel free to drop by anytime.
But he does not have any materia. Oh, that sucks. All right. Crap. Thought that was going to work. Wait. Now there's a dot back there. What are you? What are you? Down here. I didn't go this way last time. Before I do that, though, I really got to get that materia.
I swear.
Otherwise, there's not much point.
My dear pupils, are you familiar with the phrase, the best lies are told in truths? The trick to deceiving someone is to pad your fiction with.
That's true. He's not wrong. The easiest way to lie is to tell a 99% truth. Seriously. How do I get there? Oh, I just have to turn left? Oh, that's dumb.
Make a peep and you're gone. That's a promise.
Okay. Elixir. What do you do? Literally, what do you do? Fully restores HP and MP. Probably should buy that. Rune Blade. Lots of magic. Amethyst Collar. That would increase my magic, but decrease my power. But I still have to drink the elixir. Like, if I'm in there and I die, I still die. Nah. I thought this guy would have materia. This guy?
Shut up!
Alright.
Don't make a peep. Need something. Thanks.
How the hell did I get roped into this bullshit?
Like, am I just dumb? All right, well, I don't know, let's go fall down the hole and maybe that's the solution to all things. Oh, wow, all right. I didn't think I could do that. Can I? Never mind. What's down here? Beast Battleground. Do I get to win what I want to win? Because it's a blue diamond.
Welcome to Beast Battleground.
Hi there.
So, you looking for a thrill you won't find anywhere up top?
Nope.
Defeat a few fiends and there
There it
could be
is.
some fresh new greens.
I don't have to
for
fight
ya.
the cactus. I have to fight something else. Last time I did this, I got absolutely handed to me. Cloud, level 28. It was level 26. Weapon level is 80 of 110. Is that good or bad? Sure. Let's see how bad this is. Because I think fighting one enemy instead of fighting a bunch of little tiny ones that are coming from everywhere.
Get ready.
Prime mode, what's that do? Strengthen Punisher mode. Hold down attack to deliver 3 consecutive strikes. Deal!
You ready? Going in.
That was pretty cool. Let's do that again.
Shit. Here we go.
Can you get off me? I can't cure? No way.
Let's do this. Time to get serious. That's that.
Okay, give me some greens. Gimme.
Nothing to it.
Exquisite beast hide. I didn't want exquisite beast hide. I wanted beans. Delicious, delicious beans. Reward ether. Reward silk screens. I gotta beat all 3. Okay. Fine. At least I can figure it out. A lot easier than those cacti. Oh, just one guy. Even better.
All right. Shit. Here I come. Get ready. Here we go. Damn it.
Stop eating my face. I'm using it.
Let go!
Shit.
And I can't use items. I should give him a cure. He needs cure.
You're done. All right.
I'm gonna give him cure back before the next fight.
All done.
All right, next one I get the greens. First we go back and then we give him ability to cure himself.
For blood.
Okay. Let's do poison and add cure. HP up is good, but I need cure. Healing. There it is. Gimme. Okay. Hi, I'd like to go beat up one more person.
Some monsters?
Yes, please. Ooh, he's ugly.
No holding back.
Why is he just standing there? I don't like that at all.
Here we go. You had your chance. Allow me.
He doesn't like fire. Cool.
Calling fire. Get ready. Shit. Need a light. Let's finish this. Let's do. No holding back.
There it is. Wow. I almost died. Got a little cocky there for a sec.
Let's go.
I like that prime button. That's helpful. Wish I could use that on cactus, but I'm not fighting the cactus. I'm done. No need to. I have my 3. If it sends me up to fight the cactus, I'm gonna cry.
You go.
I really did. I really did. Like, not gonna lie, that felt good.
Danger.
Not gonna lie, that felt pretty good.
I'll take good care of your bow.
Feed Pico Greens, let's go!
I can't wait to see.
I'm so glad I didn't have to fight those stupid cacti. That was honestly, I almost didn't play today because I knew for a fact that I wasn't gonna beat them. Like, it was gonna be a grind.
And that makes 3. Once Pico's had his fill, he'll be ready to hit the track.
All right, back to the fun stuff. Well, I have to win a race now, which I think I'm better at. Okay, here you go. Here's your greens. Now, get healthy, and I'm gonna immediately make you run. Like, you're not even getting a chance to digest this.
Feeling peckish.
Well, he's a bird. He pecks.
Old Pico's right as rain, and fit to hit the track whenever you are.
When you're ready to head up to the stadium, just speak to your babysitter over there. Oh, before you go, if you happen to have any more greens, consider trading them in for racing gear. Vegetables are hard to come by down here, so I'd be happy to buy yours.
Nope. I will never see you again. I cannot emphasize how much we will never speak again.
Yeah, I'd say you're looking pretty good.
So, you ready or what?
Sure, let's see what happens. You never know.
About time. Let's get this show on the road. Come with me.
Actually, on second thought, I'll take him up top. That work for you?
Say what? Fine. You want to go roll in the hay with this idiot? Go wild.
And on that note, follow me.
Okay.
It's hard to believe this is the same Pico that nearly died in the desert. You should have seen him that first day, the poor boy. More dirt than Chocobo. Couldn't so much as give us a quail without coughing up sand. He's a whole new bird now, though. Might even have what it takes to win. Question is, do you? Even the fastest chocobos can't win jack without the right jockey. I've seen my fair share of promising birds wasted on riders who didn't know their asses from a hole in the ground. Believe me, in the racing world, it's all about who's holding the reins. No pressure, though. Okay, on you go.
Let's see how it goes here. I may not be able to finish this. I just realized it's 4 o'clock. It's time for me to get off stream. Kind of want to see it though. So do I go to the bathroom? Because I just finished my water too. And then come back and then we play? Or do I just call it done and we try it again tomorrow? Hard to say.
Competing in the race today?
Yep.
We'll get your bird prepped for you. Just sit tight in the jockey lounge. And no wandering off, okay?
You know what? Let's just save it here. I've decided that we're just going to save it. And we'll come back tomorrow. And then we'll do a chocobo race. We have a video to watch for tomorrow, though, by the way. It is, they just did a big thing on YouTube where they've changed a bunch of stuff and it's coming up. We're going to watch that. We also, everybody's gotten all the streamers and everybody on Twitch anyway, just got a special notice that said we're deleting 90% of your videos. You okay with that? So we're going to have to talk about what the heck we're going to do there too. So tomorrow we do have some things to talk about as content creators. So come on in, talk to your content creator friends and let them know what we're up to. In the meantime, I'm going to take off. I got some people I got to see upstairs and anything else? No, not really. Glad to be here. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you guys. I really do. Let's hang out tomorrow. Catherine Naomi's doing sexy stuff. What? Violent, sexual, graphic. What is she doing over there? Epic the musical. What? I don't know. We gotta go find out. Go find that out. Here, let's go say hello. Find out why the heck everything there is creepy and weird. All right. See you guys tomorrow.